Chapter 3603. Lin Mimi, Xiao Xiao is your friend. Do you have to do this? Why are you scolding her? Do I have to let her do whatever she wants to me? Ha ha. How can a woman scold a man? She's just teasing you. Don't mind her. I don't think you can joke about relationships. I don't understand your values. As Lin Hang spoke, he glanced at Han Yueyao's face. Lin Mimi, Xiao Xiao is really sad that you're like this. Do you still want to be friends? Han Yueyao tried to smooth things over. We don't have to be friends. Damn, I don't understand. What is Xiao Xiao like about a blockhead like you? I don't understand either. The two of them looked at each other quietly. Han Yueyao was about to speak when Su Yu and a client walked out. You haven't gone home yet? Su Yu was infuriated to see Han Yueyao not home at such a late hour and doing something with a man. What a coincidence. President Su. Han Yueyao didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Did she step on dog shit recently? No matter what she did, she seemed to run into Su Yu and be scolded by him. Yeah, what a coincidence. Your nightlife is getting more and more colorful. Su Yu looked at her in disdain. Seeing this, Lin Hang turned around and left. Hey, Lin Mimi, Han Yueyao wanted to chase after him, but Su Yu grabbed her wrist. Stop right there. President Su, I have to get him back. Or else, boyfriend. Su Yu was confused. No. Don't you think your behavior is a little indecent? You still want to be an actress and artist? Aren't you afraid that your reputation will be exposed and you'll be smeared? So you thought Han Yueyao was a well-behaved girl at first. She never did things like that. But now, she was getting more and more ridiculous. She was doing this with a man on the street. Didn't Homin care? President Su, it's not what you think, huh? Su said, stop laughing and joking. Go home immediately. Okay, I'll go back now. Wait for me outside. I'll send you off. Han Yueyao was dumbfounded. Don't try to trick me. I have to send you back myself. Also, I'll definitely tell Mian about this. Su Yu scolded furiously. That's right. He just wanted to show Huamin what kind of rotten cousin she was. What kind of character did she have? Han Yueyao felt wronged, but didn't dare to say anything. If he told Su Yu that he came here with Xiao Xiao, wouldn't the conflict between Su Yu and Xiao Xiao get worse? Although she didn't know what their relationship was, Su Xiao Xiao didn't seem to respect Su Yu very much. Perhaps there was some conflict between the two of them. After much consideration, she decided not to tell him that Xiao Xiao was here. Therefore, he silently went outside with his head hung low. CEO Su Yu, a new girlfriend? The client looked at Su Yu in confusion. No, it's my friend's younger sister. I was asked to take care of her. Oh, I see. This girl is not bad. I wonder if it's possible. The middle-aged man seemed to have other thoughts. I'm sorry, President Song. My friend's younger sister is like my younger sister. Okay, I understand, President Su. Seeing Su Yu's quick refusal, the man didn't say anything else. After and saw the client off, Su Yu stepped on the brakes in his black Lamborghini and stopped before Han Yueyao. Good evening, President Su. Han Yueyao decided to try flattering Su Yu and see if he would let her go. Good evening. Get in the car. Su Yu's face was dark. Chapter 3604. Can I not get in the car? Han Yueyao pouted. What do you think? Su Yu gave her a dirty look. Finally, Han Yueyao got into the car helplessly and sent a message to Su Xiao Xiao, telling her that she was in Su Yu's car and not to expose her whereabouts. After getting into the car, Su Yu started the car and drove away. When the car stopped, he didn't say anything. Embarrassed, Han Yueyao lowered her head and took out her cell phone to play the popular antivirus game. Su Yu tilted his head and glanced at her. He was furious. You're in the mood to play games? What else can I do? Should I cry and beg President Su for forgiveness and not drive me away? You're different from ordinary people. Are you a weirdo? Su Yu thought the girl's way of doing things, including the way she spoke, was indeed unique. President Su, don't think too highly of me. I'm just a small shrimp and not worth your attention. Su Yu, President Su, you're the one who's in the mood. Shouldn't you be busy choosing a gift for Sister Mian? Why do you have time to care about the nightlife of your employees? How come the whole world knows it's Mian's birthday? Su Yu froze slightly. Sure enough, the girl used Mian's birthday as a cover. That's because Sister Mian is a nice person. Although she didn't say it on WeChat, everyone knows it. In fact, Han Yueyao learned about it in private because Lady Su told her. Lady Su meant that since Huamin had introduced her to the company, she wanted to choose a gift for Han Yueyao. That way, Han Yueyao would look good. But the girl refused. She couldn't afford it, so she took someone else's gift and said it was a gift from her. Han Yueyao really couldn't do it. That was what she had said. She said to Su Yu's mother, "Auntie Su, I think it's a matter of sincerity. Sister Mian doesn't care about the difference between rich and poor. I'm a student and don't have the ability to buy luxury goods. It's not good for you to buy it for me. Why don't I save up some pocket money and buy something sincere?" Hearing this, Su Yu's mother agreed. In the end, she didn't ask Han Yueyao to give her the pair of Burberry scarves she had bought for her. So when she saw Su Yu's reaction today, she immediately brought it up, but Su Yu was much calmer. "What are you going to give him?" Su Yu was curious about her gift. "Guess." Han Yueyao smiled mysteriously. Su Yu was speechless. "Forget it. You rich people won't be interested in my gifts. They're not expensive, but I know how good Sister Mian is to me. Don't be so serious. Did you get an invitation?" Su Yu teased her. Invitation? Obviously. Han Yueyao didn't know there was such a thing. Mian's birthday party will be held on a luxury cruise ship. It's hosted by my buddy, Tang Chuan. His fiancée, Qi Ning, is Mian's sister-in-law. They're very close. Qi Ning proposed to hold a big birthday party for Mian this year. Without an invitation, you can't enter the cruise ship. So, do I have to follow you and sneak in? Han Yueyao asked calmly. "Do you think I'll take you in?" Su Yu rolled his eyes at her. "Su Yu drove me home so late, so I have to be a good person. I'm not a good person," Su Yu quibbled. "If you're so unreasonable, I'll have to go to Southside and talk to the sister in the VIP ward of the orthopedics department." Han Yueyao smiled. "Damn it, are you threatening me?" Su Yu was surprised. Chapter 3605. I don't dare to threaten her. I just want to chat with that beauty and be friends, Han Yueyao said calmly as she played the game. Su Yu was so angry that he laughed. "You're the most shameless woman I've ever met," Su Yu said. "Thank you for your compliment. I'll continue to work hard. If you continue to be like this, you won't be able to get married. No man will want you." Su Yu gave her a piece of advice. "You won't be able to find a wife either. How dare you criticize me?" Su Yu was so angry that he didn't want to chat with Han Yueyao anymore, since they couldn't continue the conversation. Soon, Su Yu stopped the car at the entrance of the dorm. "Why didn't you sneakily get off the car today?" Su Yu asked curiously. "I'm not that stupid. I was afraid people would gossip about me. But now, even if you don't drive me, people will gossip about me." Han Yueyao was referring to the time when Su Yu appeared and let her and Su Xiaoxiao go by accident. That time, both Sun Feifei and Gao Yeruo were humiliated. Rumors spread in the company that she or Su Xiaoxiao had a relationship with Su Yu. Some people even said they were Su Yu's mistresses. Han Yueyao laughed so hard that her teeth almost fell off. She swore to herself that the next time she heard someone say something like that, she'd retort to their face. Uncle Su Yu was over 30 years old. How could he have such good stamina? How could he keep two mistresses at the same time? "You talk too much. Get off the car." Su Yu waved his hand and shooed her out of the car impatiently. Then he reminded her, "Don't talk nonsense to Zheng Ro, or I'll beat you up." "Oh, that girl's name is Zheng Ro. I remember it now," Han Yueyao replied slowly. Su Yu felt like he was hit by 10,000 points. He really couldn't chat with this weirdo. Furious, Su Yu slammed the car door and left. Han Yueyao stood on the spot and laughed. "Yeah. Since when did my life goal become to punish big bosses?" Han Yueyao froze. On his way back, he received Little Bean's voice message and WeChat message. "Handsome Su, we're at Uncle Tang's villa. Come and eat hot pot." "It's so late and you're still eating? Aren't you on a diet?" Su Yu replied, amused. "You need to eat to have the strength to lose weight." Little Bean's ability to quibble was superb. Seeing that Su Yu was unmoved, Little Bean added, "Come quickly. Let's discuss the grand plan together." "What big plan?" Su Yu already knew what it was, but he was just teasing Little Bean. "It's about my mommy's birthday. Uncle Tang and my auntie said that they want to give my mommy a surprise this year." "All right, wait for me. I'll be right there." Su Yu turned the car around and drove toward Tang Chuan's private villa. At this moment, only Tang Chuan, Qi Ning, Little Bean, and Pudding were in Tang Chuan's private villa. The housekeeping Annie they hired helped them wash the ingredients they needed for the hot pot and prepare the base. "Sir, it's ready. You can eat now." "Okay, I'll wait for my friend. I'll ask the driver to take you home first." "Okay." After the housekeeper left, Tang Chuan and the others gathered in the living room. "Sis, do you love me?" Little Bean leaned over to Pudding and asked. "No, I'll be sad if you say that." Little Bean pouted cutely. "Your trick doesn't work on me. I know you have a favor to ask of me, but no matter what it is, I won't agree." Pudding refused calmly. Chapter 36:06. Are you even my biological sister? How can you be so heartless? Cut the crap. I'm not buying it. Pudding continued to play on her phone. "Sis, you're so rich. Can you lend me a little?" "No, but if you don't lend it to me, I won't be able to prepare a birthday present for Mommy." "You don't need to prepare it. I'll prepare it. But it's your money. Mommy gave birth to both of us. Why can't you get a present, but I don't? What will Mommy think? Even if you don't like it, you're still making a profit." Little Bean, "Qin Zhao Zhao, you're so heartless. You'll regret it in the future." Little Bean was furious that her sister wouldn't lend her the money no matter what. She tilted her head and ran to Qin Ning. "Andy, yeah, what are you going to give Mommy?" "I'm not telling you." Hee. "I'm not curious. I'm just wondering if you can lend it to me." "No." Qin Ning refused with a smile. "Andy, you can't do this to me. I'm afraid you'll use all the money I lend you to buy desserts." "Am I that greedy?" Little Bean said with disdain. "You are." Pudding and Qin Ning both retorted. "Uncle Tang and the others are all bullying me. You're the only one left." Little Bean immediately changed her target. "Don't worry, Little Bean. Even if the whole world abandons you, you still have me. After all, I don't love you." Tang Chuan's words made things worse for Little Bean. Little Bean, she stood in the living room with a pitiful look full of grief. At this moment, the doorbell rang. Little Bean quickly ran over and tiptoed to open the door. The moment she saw Su Yu, she jumped into his arms. "Handsome Su, you're finally here. They're all bad people. They're all bullying me. Ha! You're bullying me again." Su Yu dotingly picked Little Bean up from the ground. "She wants to borrow money. We don't want to lend it to her," Pudding explained. "Why do you want to borrow money?" "To buy a present for Mommy." "That's not necessary. Your Mommy doesn't want presents." "Mommy." Little Bean wanted to borrow money from Su Yu, but Su Yu told her that her Mommy didn't need any presents from her, which made her swallow her words. "Ha! Handsome Su, I like your humor." Pudding knew that Su Yu did it on purpose. She couldn't help but laugh at Little Bean's humiliation. "You guys are going overboard." Little Bean was furious. "Don't worry, Daddy won't lend it to you. Then I'll go find Boing." Finally, Little Bean used her ultimate move and brought out her friend, Gout Boing. "Forget it. Wei Yuan's pocket money can't even buy a cake. His mom treats him and his dad like military dogs," Tang Chuan said jokingly. No. You don't know him. Although Wei Yuan doesn't have money, he can borrow money from Wei Yanchu." "Ha! The Wei family is rich. As far as I know, Annie Xiao Wei is very generous to Yanchu." Little Bean glanced at Pudding with a smirk. "Pudding, what do you think?" Tang Chuan teased the twins. "Yanchu won't lend money to Wei Yuan. Wei Yuan will lend it to Little Bean because I have all of Yanchu's pocket money. He's used it to buy stocks." "Damn it, that's unbelievable." Tang Chuan was astonished. At such a young age, Pudding could get her boyfriend's private money to invest. She was a winner in life. Hearing this, Little Bean pointed at her sister and yelled, "Qin Zhao Zhao, from this moment on, I don't love you anymore." Chapter 36:07. You make it sound like I'll turn to Chong if you love me, Pudding said with contempt. "Handsome Su, they're all bad people. They won't lend me money. You're the only one." Once again, Pudding placed her hope on Su Yu. "Okay, good girl. It's okay. I'll lend you as much as you want. I'll even give you Imperial Star." Su Yu chuckled. "I'm not that greedy." "Really? But I haven't thought of a gift yet. You don't have to lend me the money. You can lend me the money when I decide what to buy." "Okay." Su Yu rubbed Pudding's head, mesmerized by her cuteness. Sui was called to the hotel in the middle of the night to plan the birthday party on the luxurious cruise ship with Qin Ning and Tang Chuan. On the other hand, Wei Ying's heart was in turmoil after her encounter with Shun Mingxi. Then, she went to the Public Security Bureau and found Jiang Xiaowei, who was at work. "Sis-in-law, do you have time? Let's talk. Have a seat." Jiang Xiaowei could guess what Wei Ying wanted to talk about. Her sister-in-law's whole world seemed to revolve around Shun Mingxi. It was like this in the beginning, and it was still like this after the divorce. "Sis-in-law, I've been a bit upset these days. Because of Shun Mingxi?" Jiang Xiaowei placed one of the 2 cups of coffee in front of Wei Ying. Wei Ying nodded without hiding anything. "You still can't forget him." Jiang Xiaowei said it as a statement, not a question. "Yes. Then what do you want to do? Get back together with him?" "I've thought about it. But Mom, Dad, and my second brother, that's not the main reason. It's up to you." Jiang Xiaowei interrupted Wei Ying. "Sister-in-law, to be honest, I'm conflicted as well. I thought that we would slowly find our way back to how we used to be. To be honest, Mingxi, we've known each other for so many years, but he's never been this nice to me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't touched. Mom said that he just needs women and told me not to trust him. But he's rich and powerful. If he just needs women, he could just casually find someone with a good figure and a pretty face. He wouldn't have come to me. Since that's what you think, what are you still hesitating about?" Wei Ying pursed her lips and remained silent. "Are you afraid of Hua Yinyan?" Jiang Xiaowei was indeed a psychology student. She immediately got to the point. "How should I put it? It's not that I'm afraid of her. It's just that I've been tortured by her for the past few years." After saying this, Wei Ying looked a little tired. If it were the old Wei Ying, she would have been willing to continue fighting with Hua Yinyan. Back then, she was full of fighting spirit. She would have been arrogant and domineering. But now, Wei Ying had changed. Her personality had become very indifferent. Sometimes, she even wanted to imitate Hua Min's lifestyle. She wanted to be the kind of person who didn't fight for anything and left everything to fate. In the past few years, Hua Min never fought for anything, but she had everything. With this mentality, Wei Ying didn't want to continue fighting with that crazy woman, Hua Yinyan. But she couldn't bear to leave the man she loved. Just like that, she lived in a dilemma, sister-in-law. "You're smart. You and Sister Mian are the smartest women I've ever met. You're the best at managing marriage and love. I believe you'll give me good advice. Please help me and tell me what to do." It was obvious that Wei Ying was in a lot of pain. Otherwise, she wouldn't have rushed to Jiang Xiaowei's office to talk to her before she got home from work. Chapter 3608. "I don't have a sister. Ever since I married your brother, he's treated you like his own sister." "I know." Wei Ying nodded. "Logically speaking, I agree with your brother's decision. It's not because he's my husband and I have to help him, but because we're your family and don't want you to get hurt. We didn't lose our memories of what Shun Mingxi did to you back then, so we don't want you to continue falling into his trap. Persuading you to let it go is an expression of our love for you. I understand, sis-in-law. No one cares about me more than you do. But feelings can't be explained rationally. In the past few years after your divorce, although your personality has changed for the better and you're in a good state, you haven't been in a relationship. This means that you still can't let go of that man. So, if you like him, I don't want to stop you. Of course, I'll support you in pursuing your own happiness. But just like you said, love is a romantic affair, while marriage is a daily life. If Hua Yinyan doesn't die, there will always be a scar between you and Hua Yinyan. You also seem to have to face the child she left behind. Shun Mingxi, how should I describe him? He's a good person, at least not a bad person. But he's too indecisive and even overly compassionate. In this aspect, he can't compare to your brother, Su Yu, and Qin Chu. So, he's the one who caused this situation. Yeah, Hua Yinyan, this disaster was caused by him in the beginning because he pitted her. So, you shouldn't be the one who should be conflicted. You shouldn't be so passive. It should be him. Sis-in-law, I don't quite understand what you mean. Let me put it this way. If Shun Mingxi can get rid of Hua Yinyan himself, then there's still a possibility between you two. But if Shun Mingxi is still as hesitant as before, I think you should just give up. Even if it hurts, you have to give up on this relationship. After all, the nightmare of being haunted for the rest of your life is very scary. It's much more painful than giving up now. Sister-in-law, I understand what you mean. You're so smart. This matter is not difficult to begin with. The onlooker sees more clearly than the person involved. You're deeply involved in the situation, so you can't see clearly. It's not your fault. Okay, then I'll listen to you. If he can't handle it himself, then let's just leave it at that. Yes. Sister-in-law, go to work then. I have a lunch date with my friend, so I won't hold you up any longer. Okay, drive carefully. Sis-in-law, I heard that Sister Mion's birthday is very grand. Tang Chuan and the others are helping out. I have work to do now, so I'm not in a hurry to ask. Why? You want to go? Yeah, I want an invitation. When I was being unreasonable, I had some conflicts with Sister Mion. We haven't seen each other much in the past few years, so we couldn't reconcile. This time, I want to take the opportunity to apologize to her. Mion won't mind. She's not a narrow-minded person. Jiang Xiaowei smiled. I know. I just feel guilty about it. Anyway, help me get an invitation. Okay. Hearing Jiang Xiaowei's words, Wei Ying finally came to her senses and wasn't in so much pain anymore. Meanwhile, in a dark private room in a bar. What do you want? Tell me, don't worry. I won't let Wei Ying be with Shen Mingxi. Hua Yanyan smiled viciously. Of course I know that. The man was impatient. This time, I'm not looking for you because of the two of them. I have something else that I need you to do. Fuck. Why should I help you? Who do you think you are? Obviously, the man hated Hui Yanyan and spoke disrespectfully. Do you want me to expose the person who helped me get out? If it's exposed, Shen Mingxi, Wei Ying, Su Yu, and Qin Chu won't let you go. Bitch, how dare you threaten me? Calm down. Let's get down to business. You must give me an invitation to Huamin's birthday. Huanyan took a puff of a cigarette and smiled creepily. Chapter 36:09. What do you want? The man seemed to have sensed something was off. That's none of your business. It's a private matter between me and Huamin. Hee. Let's not talk about whether you can sneak in or not. Even if you can, do you think you'll have a chance to do anything to her? You probably haven't done your research on Huamian since you came out, right? Her bodyguards are all top-class experts. For her safety, the cruise ship will be on high alert on her birthday. Do you think you'll succeed? No, you're wrong. I don't want to do anything to her on the cruise ship. Then why do you want the invitation? The man was confused. This is my own business. You just have to do what you need to do. Opinion, you don't know the difference between master and servant. If it weren't for me, you'd still be a fucking psycho. How dare you order me around? I'm not ordering you around. We're partners. Don't forget that I'm good for you. Hui Yanyan smiled. After work, Shen Mingxi walked to the underground parking lot. Holding his cell phone, he felt conflicted. He wanted to have dinner with Wei Ying. Even if their relationship didn't work out, he'd like to have dinner with her. But it would be nice to have dinner with her and see her. But, after much consideration, he didn't send her a WeChat message. He typed it several times, but deleted it with the backspace key. Finally, he walked to his Porsche Cayenne. When he got into the car, a smell that didn't belong to him assaulted his nose. It was a choking fragrance. It was a perfume from a luxury brand. Because it was too flashy, it didn't sell well. However, there were still a few people who liked her taste. Shen Mingxi followed the scent and turned his head. Then he froze. Hui Yanyan was wearing a low-cut black evening gown and exquisite makeup. She sat in the back seat of the car. How did you get in? Shen Mingxi's expression was grim. Mingxi, did you forget that I have your car keys? When you loved me, I had a lot of house keys and car keys. Back then, you were so good to me that you even scolded Wei Ying. What's wrong with you now? Are you going back to the same old woman? Are you tired of my body? Could it be that the bitch Wei Ying had learned her lesson and was better in bed than me? Can't you stop? After saying that, Hui Yanyan even laughed weirdly. Hui Yanyan, the current you is truly evil. You disgust me. Really? Then why didn't you feel disgusted when you were on top of me? We're all men like this? Are you looking for an excuse to replace me after you've had enough fun? You know it's not because of that. Shen Mingxi looked at her seriously. Stop pretending. Shen Mingxi, you've never been a faithful man. You knew I liked you from the beginning, but you still married Wei Ying for the benefit of your family. After marriage, you thought Wei Ying was annoying, but you couldn't resist her temptation and had an affair with me. Then you went back on your word and abandoned me and Tian to go back to Wei Ying. You'll never be as faithful as Su Yu and Qin Chu. You're not even as serious as Tang Chuan. Any one of them is better than you. Are you done? Shen Mingxi was numb to Hui Yinyan's insults. It was as if no evil words could come out of this woman's mouth. Not yet. I'm going to curse you. You're a scumbag. No one is more of a scumbag than you. Hui Yinyan cursed him viciously. Shen Mingxi smiled bitterly and said something in a low voice. His words shocked Hui Yinyan. He said, Chapter 36:10. He said, Hui Yinyan, it's because of scum like me that you and your daughter have the last hope. If it weren't for my protection, you would have been chopped into pieces by Hui Siqian a long time ago. Your daughter wouldn't have gone abroad to study, and you wouldn't be alive now. Isn't that ironic? You call me a scum, but what about you? Your family members are all evil, and they all died horrible deaths. Hui Mian was so nice to you, but you didn't care about her feelings and tried to harm her many times. You've lived for almost 30 years, but you don't have any family, friends, or love. Tell me, aren't you worse than a scumbag like me? Hui Yinyan's eyes turned red when she heard his words. Shen Mingxi, you're so vicious. You know how to poke at people's heartstrings. Hui Yinyan was surprised by his reaction. Are you the only one who can do whatever you want, but we can't? Hui Yinyan, don't have double standards. You judge us by the standards of a saint, but you judge yourself by the standards of scum. Don't you think that's a problem? I'm a scum. If I wasn't a scum, why would I climb into your bed? Hui Yinyan, don't try to use the past to tie me down. I don't owe you anything. I've been good to you and Tian with all my heart. Even though you treated me badly, I still took care of your daughter and sent her abroad. I don't want you to remember what I said, but I don't want to repay evil with kindness. I'm not that great. Don't fight with me anymore. Leave some beautiful memories of the past. If I'm to ask where I'm wrong, I can only say that I met the wrong person and couldn't see your evil intentions. The person I owe the most in my life isn't you, but Wei Ying. I owe her too much. You think you've loved me for many years and loved me, but what about Wei Ying? We've known each other since kindergarten and we're together, but I didn't cherish her enough. So you want to find her now? But does she care about you? She must have done it with Yi Zhaoyang countless times. Even if she married him, she would have cheated on you, right? Don't think that everyone is like you. People with dark hearts see the world in darkness. I don't want to argue with you. I need money. Shen Mingxi, transfer 1 million yuan to my card. Why? Shen Mingxi thought this woman was a bitch. Because if you don't give it to me, I can continue to pester Wei. I'll curse her wherever she goes and make her infamous. Hui Yinyan knew Shen Mingxi cared about Wei Ying, so she poked at his weak spot. You're despicable. Shen Ziz's T. TST, Wei, s. Was do you think S? Never ending? No, just this once. I don't want much, just 1 million. Give me the money right now. What was? I'm sure. After I finish what I want to do, I will leave this place. By then, whoever you want to be with will have nothing to do with me. After hearing this, Shen Mingxi thought for a moment and wrote her a check for 1 million yuan. Darling, you're still so generous. Hui Yinyan took the check, kissed the 1 million, and got out of the car with a smile. Shen Mingxi drove away. Oh, what should I do? You're still so stupid. Why can't you be as smart as Qin Chu and Su Yu? No wonder I don't love you anymore. You fool. Looking at Shen Mingxi's Porsche Cayenne, Hui Yinyan sneered. The next morning at South Hill Manor, Dr. Hua, you're on leave today. Do you have any plans? Qin Chu asked during breakfast. What? Do you want to ask me out? Hui Min made a face at her husband. Chapter 36:11. Come on, Daddy, Mommy, can you not be so lovey-dovey? I haven't even had breakfast, and you've already fed me dog food. Little Bean protested with a glass of milk in her hand. Qin Chu and Hui Min looked at each other and smiled. Do you want to learn from your sister? Look at how calm she is. Hui Min looked at Pudding on purpose. I'm not single. Why can't I be calm? Pudding explained. Damn, I'm not single either. Humph, you're bullying me again. I'm going to Annie Lingling's house to play. A grown girl can't be kept at home. Honey, hurry up and ask Gao Rant's family for betrothal gifts. Okay, I'll call him in a bit. Qin Shu was very cooperative with his wife. Daddy, do you have the heart to do that? Uncle Gao Ran is the director, but his salary isn't even enough for Annie Lingling to buy a Hermes bag. You're so rich. Why do you need betrothal gifts? So what Little Bean means is that we're going to get married for free when the time comes. Huamin rolled his eyes on purpose. No, Mommy, Little Bean means not only can't we ask the Gao family for money, we have to give them some of our own money, Pudding explained. Sis is right. Daddy, can you give me a Bugatti Veyron as a dowry? I like orange. Little Bean giggled. Do I look like a Bugatti Veyron? Mr. Qin asked with a serious face. Huamin, ha ha ha. Pudding, Daddy, your answer is very good. There's nothing wrong with it. Little Bean, haha, Daddy, you're so stingy. You have so much money and can't spend all. Why keep it? Qin Shu answered without hesitation. To get your brother a wife. Little Bean, oh, if you didn't mention it, I would have forgotten about Qin Guoguo. Huamin was dumbfounded. Qin Guoguo? Who? The one in your belly. Pudding reminded him out of kindness. But why did you call him Qin Guoguo? Huamin was puzzled. Because he's going to be our scapegoat in the future. Little Bean answered matter-of-factly. Huamin face-palmed. Then he rubbed his stomach. Son, don't come out yet. Let's wait for 3 years. Ha ha. Mommy, are you pregnant with Neza? 3 years? Little Bean burst into laughter. You can't bully your younger brother. Huamin defended his second child. We won't bully him because he has to work hard like Daddy to earn money for us to spend. Grandpa and Grandma said that the rules of the Qin family are the men are responsible for earning money to support the family, and the women are responsible for being as beautiful as flowers. They also have to have money to spend anytime and anywhere. Oh, when was the rule set? How come I didn't know about it? Huamin didn't know whether to laugh or cry. All right, I'm going to work. Honey, you go back to Sky Blessing Court later. Remember to be careful. I'll bring the 2 little ones. I'll bring bodyguards, so don't worry. Okay, call me if you need anything. Okay, but honey, there's something I'm curious about. What? Qin Shu looked at Huamin. Isn't it my birthday soon? Yes, so? So, did you prepare a present for me? Huamin asked shamelessly. Hey, Mommy, you're asking Daddy for a present. Shame on you. Little Bean immediately teased. Mommy, you're so direct, okay? Won't your husband feel pressured? Pudding also tried to fan the flames. What's wrong with asking my husband? You two are women who depend on my husband, so you don't have the right to talk, Huamin retorted. Qin Shu tilted his head and thought for a moment before replying. So, honey, what do you want for your birthday? Chapter 36:12. Can I have anything I want? Huamin smiled mysteriously. Mommy, you can't go too far. If you want the stars in the sky, how can Daddy give them to you? Little Bean said. That's easy. Daddy can take Mommy to the Milky Way in a spaceship, Pudding said. Haha, forget it. It's too exciting. I don't want anything. We don't lack anything. I just want my family to live in harmony. I'm going to work. Be careful. Seeing that his wife didn't say anything else, Qin Shu looked at his watch and left on time. Huamin packed up and went back to Sky Blessing Court with the 2 little ones. The twins wore different colors today. One wore a white short-sleeve shirt and a black skirt. The other wore a black short-sleeve shirt and a white skirt. Mommy, isn't this outfit too tacky? Little Bean tugged at her short-sleeve shirt, feeling weird. Don't worry. Although Mommy isn't the queen of fashion, I can still make 2 sets of children's clothes. But I feel like I'm from the countryside. Sis, do you? Little Bean turned to look at Pudding. I don't. Maybe you look too rustic and wear rustic things. Pudding chuckled. Damn it. You're mocking me again. Can't we have fun? Sis, you can't stop loving me just because you have a company and are making money from stocks. I've never loved you. Don't be narcissistic. Okay, you two have been arguing for so long. Aren't you tired of it? Huamin interrupted. We'll argue for the rest of our lives. I'm so happy just thinking about it. Little Bean enjoyed it. Huamin was speechless at this moment. Huamin received a WeChat message on her cell phone. She opened it and saw it was from Han Yueyao. Sister Mian, are you there? Yeah. The company is closed today. Are you free? I want to treat you to dinner. I'm taking the kids back to my mother's place. I see. What a coincidence. I'll treat you another day. Yao Yao, you don't have to be so polite. Your salary isn't much now, and you're living alone in another city. There are many things you need money for. You don't have to treat me. I appreciate your kindness. Really? No, I just really like Sister Mian's personality. By the way, I heard that Sister Mian's birthday is on the cruise ship, right? You even know about this. Huamin was too embarrassed to go around telling people that he was celebrating his birthday. She made it seem like she was asking for a gift. So you told me. What a big mouth. Huamin felt a little awkward. Sister Mian, can you give me an invitation? I want to go to your birthday party too. Of course, but you have to promise me one thing. Huamin bargained. Sure, Sister Mian. You can come, and you can bring your friends, but you're not allowed to bring gifts, understand? Okay. Han Yueyao agreed with alacrity. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Everyone on the cruise ship is my friends. I won't accept any gifts this year. I really don't need anything. Don't worry. In order not to burden Han Yueyao, Huamin emphasized again and again. Sister Mian, I know. Besides, even if you wanted to give you a gift, I don't know what to buy. I can't even afford the things you use. Huh, so I won't buy anything. Yeah, don't buy anything. Just bring her to dinner and make it lively. Huamin thought that if Han Yueyao came, maybe Suyu wouldn't feel so lonely, although he didn't know if there would be any sparks between them. Chapter 36:13. Okay, I'll remember it, Sister Mian. After the voice message, Huamin put down his cell phone. Mommy, who's this sister? A new friend, Mommy? Gossiping, the twins looked at the profile pictures on their mommy's cell phone. Yeah, a new friend. What? Do you want to interfere with Mommy's friends? Huh? No. We just want to help handsome Sue keep an eye out for any good girls. Little Bean's eyes turned into crescents as she smiled. You two don't like Xingro? Huamin asked tentatively. He remembered that the twins' impression of Zhang Ro seemed to have changed a little. What's the use of liking her? Handsome Sue doesn't like her. Pudding lowered her head and analyzed the situation calmly. That's true. Love is a matter of mutual consent, Huamin explained. Yes, just like you and Daddy, love is free. Little Bean continued to flatter. Yes, if everyone in the world marries because of love, then there will be more happy people in the world. Okay, Mommy, don't tell me such profound things. We're still young. Little Bean stopped the topic in time. Huamin smiled, but didn't say anything. She patted the twins' heads lovingly. In the blink of an eye, they were already so big. It was like a dream. When she was pregnant with them, Qin Chu had disappeared and Hua Qian had been eyeing them covetously. At that time, she was pregnant and moved into the Su family to protect the babies. However, many people didn't understand and scolded her. There was even a forum where there were many perverted and jealous female fans who scolded her every day. Their words were as unpleasant as they could be. For example, they said that she threw herself into another man's arms right after her husband died. Some even said that she and Suyu had been having an affair for a long time and that the babies were Suyu's. At that time, she was tortured. To make her feel better, Suyu had hired people to delete those comments and paid people to say good things about her. Huamin would always remember everything that Suyu had done for her. Although she couldn't repay him with her body, she could be Suyu's best friend for life. When Suyu needed her, she would go through water and tread on fire for him. Mommy, what are you thinking about? Seeing that Mommy was distracted, Little Bean looked up curiously. It's nothing. When you go to Grandma's house later, you have to be obedient. Don't be naughty. Do you understand? Grandma is old and can't keep up with you. Don't run around. Got it, Mommy. The car slowly drove to Sky Blessing Court. Bella and Jishin were helping their mother make dumplings, and the whole family was enjoying themselves. Grandma, Uncle Annie, although Bella and Jishin weren't married yet, they were officially husband and wife after their engagement. The twins liked Bella very much. She had been Huamin's subordinate for many years. She was loyal and upright. Therefore, he directly called her aunt. Hey, let me see who's here. Come here. Let Uncle see if you've gained weight. Jishin doted on the two kids. Despite the flour in his hands, he squatted down and picked them up. Sister Mian, Bella greeted her with a smile. How much have you made? Do you need me? Huomin's bodyguard put down the things she bought for the family. She put her handbag on the coffee table and rolled up her sleeves. Go away. We don't need you. You're so big, and you're still working. Yang Meirong loved Huomin very much and didn't want her to do any more work. Mom, I'm fine. I'm not about to give birth. What are you afraid of? I can't stay idle. If you can't stay idle, go wash some fruit and bring it to us. Okay. Hearing his mother's words, Huomin stood up and walked into the kitchen with the fruit. At this time, Jishin followed Huomin into the kitchen quietly. Sis, I have good news and bad news. Which one do you want to hear first? Jishin lowered his voice and asked mysteriously. Chapter 36:14. Huomin rolled his eyes and replied with a smile. Comrade Jishin, can I only listen to the good news and not the bad? All the good things are yours. Why are you so beautiful? That's impossible. Sis, hurry up and choose. Jishin was now mature and steady, but he was still a big boy who liked to act spoiled in front of his sister. Okay. I'll listen to the bad news first. After all the bitterness comes happiness. Huomin waved his hand and chose to listen to the bad news first. Bella might be taking a long leave from the company soon. You'll have to ask brother-in-law to arrange for a new assistant to take over. Why? She's resigning. Hearing that Bella was going to take a long leave was indeed bad news. Right now, Yang and Bella were helping with a lot of miscellaneous things at GK. She's not resigning. She's just taking a leave. Jishin smiled mysteriously. Then what's the good news? The good news is that Bella is pregnant. The two of us plan to go to the Civil Affairs Bureau to get married on your birthday. As for the banquet, it's meaningless and we don't want to be too high profile. Then, while the baby is still young and not affected, we plan to take a leave. I want to go to Northern Europe with her. She said she wants to see the aurora. Oh my God, good job. Comrade Jishin is going to be a father. Huomin was overjoyed. Yes, Dr. Hua. Oh no, Vice Director Hua. You're going to be an aunt. Oh my God, is it true? You're not lying to me, are you? The sudden good news made Huomin extremely excited. When have I ever lied to you? Jishin smiled. That's great. We don't know if brother-in-law will give us leave. Sis, you have to help us get in through the back door. Of course. This is great news. Not to mention a few months, we'll approve it even if it's a few years. Huomin was truly happy for Jishin. She had watched her brother grow from a boy to a man, from a student to a business elite. Although she wasn't as outstanding as a dragon among men, she had always been diligent. She was already satisfied that she didn't let her sister's reputation be tarnished. Mom doesn't know yet. We plan to wait until the baby is 3 months old before we announce it. Otherwise, Mom will be superstitious and say that she's afraid of losing the baby. Well, okay, then I'll tell Mom in 3 months. Haha, she'll be so happy. Just thinking about it made him feel very happy. Pudding and Little Bean, you're going to have brothers and sisters again. You won't be lonely in the future. Yeah, and the one in my stomach. In the future, our family can directly open a kindergarten. Laughter kept coming out of the kitchen. Bella sighed as she made the dumplings. I haven't seen Sister Mian smile so happily in a long time. Yeah, she was a calm child when she was a child. She was much more mature than other children her age. At that time, I was wondering how Hua Zhenghai and I, both unreliable people, could give birth to a child as calm and witty as Mian, Yang Meirong said proudly. Mom, what are you saying about me? Huomin happened to walk out of the kitchen and heard his mother's words. I said that you're smart and calm. It doesn't seem like something our family genes can save. I don't know what good karma the Hua family has accumulated to have such a good child like you. Yang Meirong was cheated by Hua Zhenghai and gave birth to Mian. Then, she was framed by Shan Jiani and couldn't enter the Hua family. However, from the beginning to the end, Yang Meirong didn't think that Mian's birth was unnecessary. Now, she felt more and more that it was a gift from God. Mom, if I wasn't your daughter, would you still love me so much? Huamin asked unexpectedly. After hearing this sentence, everyone was stunned. Chapter 36:15. Look at what you're asking. Are you stupid? Yang Meiyerong couldn't help but laugh. She really thought Huamin was joking. Sis, did Mom buy you eggs as a gift? Jixin also found it funny. Oh, I was just giving an example. For example, I was taken from the hospital by mistake. Huamin asked half-truthfully. Sis, have you watched too many tear-jerking dramas recently? You're so imaginative. You were taken from the hospital by mistake. Mom said that when you were born, you weighed more than 8 kilograms. How could you be taken from the hospital by mistake? Ha ha, Mommy, so you were also a big fatty back then. No wonder I have such a figure now. Little Bean laughed. It's different. I was born with it. You ate it. How can it be compared? Huamin was speechless. Why can't it be compared? No matter how complicated the process is, the result is only one word. Fat. Little Bean continued to quibble. Little Bean, you're so talented. Jixin was amused. He couldn't help but run over and kiss Little Bean's hair. Jixin kissed Little Bean too. They're both nieces. You have to treat them equally. Bella was afraid that Little Bean would be angry, so she quickly reminded Jixin to comfort the other one. Unexpectedly, before Jixin could go over, Little Bean quickly reached out and gestured for him to stop. Uncle, don't. I know you love me. I appreciate it. Don't kiss me. It feels weird. Jixin, Bella, my sister is a neat freak. Yes, even after Daddy kisses her, she will subconsciously wipe her face, Little Bean added. Get lost. Don't stir up trouble here. I just feel that I'm not a child anymore. It's too childish to keep kissing me like this, Little Bean said. If you're not a child, then what are you? Little Bean, how old are you? Jixin sighed. I don't want to do childish things. Anyway, I won't be angry. Just kiss Little Bean. It's best if you kiss her more. Kiss her face full of saliva. Haha, Little Bean, why are you so naughty? Aren't you afraid of trouble? Why is your face full of saliva? Little Bean felt that her sister was doing this on purpose. The whole family happily ate the dumplings. As for Huamin's hypothetical question, Yang Meiyerong didn't answer, and Huamin didn't dare to ask. Everyone seemed to think that this was just a joke. But Huamin knew that he couldn't lie forever. The truth would come out one day. Xiaoyan and her father would live by her side in the truest sense of the word. She believed that she would wait until that day came. Star Emperor Group artist Hostel Su Xiao came back late again and seemed to be in a bad mood. You're back. After washing her face and putting on a facial mask, she walked out of the washroom and saw Su Xiao smoking. Yes, not in a good mood. Yao, tell me, why doesn't Brother Lin like me? I don't know him, but he looks weird, Han Yueyao commented from the bottom of her heart. Yeah, I think it's weird too, but I like weird people. I don't want any of them. Okay, you have weird tastes. Han Yueyao lowered her head and played with her cell phone with a chuckle. How are things going between you and Su Yu? Su Xiao finished the last puff of her cigarette and coughed. What do you mean? Don't pretend. I can see that Su Yu treats you differently. Do you two like each other? Su Xiao smiled wickedly. Chapter 36:16. I really didn't. Frightened, Han Yueyao waved her hands. Didn't he drive you home that day? Yes, but he didn't want me to be away for too long and affect the company, Han Yueyao explained. Do you really think Su Yu cares about that? You're just a small actress who doesn't even have any jobs. How can you affect the company? When Yalingxian was here, he didn't say a word about it, even though there were so many scandals against him. So, don't make excuses. It's not what you think. In fact, I think Su Yu takes special care of me because of Sister Huamin, right? You know, I was introduced by Sister Huamin. Han Yueyao lowered her head and said sincerely, Yeah, you're right. Su Yu, you're a good man, but when it comes to Dr. Hua, you're a mess. By the way, Dr. Hua's birthday is coming soon. I heard that Mr. Tang is organizing it. Will you go? Yeah, I'll go. Sister Mian is good to me. Although I'm not very capable and can't make a name for myself, I have to repay her kindness. How about this? I'm bored anyway. I'll go with you. I'll choose the gift since I have money. No, no, no. It's my business. I'll buy it myself. I don't need your help. Han Yueyao knew Su Xiaoxiao didn't lack money, but she couldn't borrow money from her friends to buy gifts. You don't have to be so polite with me. I don't have many friends. You're my only friend. It's nothing. No. We can be friends, but don't talk about money. It's too realistic. I don't want to hurt our relationship. Han Yueyao knew her place. I didn't expect you to be so mature at such a young age. It's not that. It's just my upbringing. My mother is an old woman and has very good values. I envy you. Su Xiaoxiao glanced at Han Yueyao with complicated emotions in her eyes. Han Yueyao had a feeling Su Xiaoxiao's family background was complicated. She had been in the dorm for a long time, but no one from her family had called her. But she received a large sum of money every month. Once when Su Xiaoxiao was taking a shower, her phone rang. She picked up the phone and handed it to her. She happened to see a message from the bank saying that 100,000 yuan had been transferred to her account. What did it mean for a little girl in her early 20s to have a monthly allowance of 100,000 yuan? Since she was so close to Su Yu, she was sure that Su Xiaoxiao pretended to be a gangster. Miss Perfect was her real identity, but she wouldn't expose it. After all, this was her privacy. The two girls were preparing to sleep in the dormitory. Su Xiaoxiao's phone suddenly rang. She picked up the phone, and a hurried voice came from the other end. Xiaoxiao, something happened to Big Brother Lin. Come quickly. Su Xiaoxiao immediately jumped out of bed and hurriedly asked for the address before getting out of bed. Xiaoxiao, it's so late. Where are you going? I'm going to save Brother Lin. He's been arrested and brought to the police station. It's so late. It's not safe for you. I'll accompany you. Han Yueyao put on her clothes and followed him out. It was almost 12 o'clock when the two girls took a taxi to the police station. Officer, we're Lin Hang's family. Please bail him out. Come with me. A police officer led them to the office. Chief, they said they're Lin Hang's family. Which one of you is Lin Hang's family? The old police officer sitting in the office chair asked. Me, Su Xiaoxiao answered anxiously. Who are you to him? Girlfriend. You'd better ask Lin Hang's family members to come here. I'm afraid you can't solve such a big problem, the police officer said gravely. What happened to him? Chapter 36:17. But his parents aren't with him. Su Xiaoxiao vaguely remembered someone saying that Lin Hang's parents were gone. I see. The police officer looked troubled. What happened? Officer, just tell me. I'm his girlfriend, and I can make the decision. I'll pay the bail. It's not as simple as the bail. Lin Hang got into an argument with someone in a bar and injured that person. That person's ribs were broken, and he's in the hospital. The victim's family won't forgive him and insists on suing him. You may have to go to court, and Lin Hang will be detained for the time being. What? So serious? Su Xiaoxiao was dumbfounded. She had thought it was just an ordinary fight, but didn't expect it to be serious injury. This was troublesome, so you'd better go home and discuss it with your family. Maybe you should hire a lawyer first. Su Xiaoxiao walked to the side in a daze. Lin Hang's friend, the man whom Han Yueyao had met before, walked over. Xiaoxiao, you're here. Liang Zi, do you know who Brother Lin injured? Su Xiaoxiao thought it would be best for Lin Hang if she could give him hundreds of thousands of yuan and settle the matter privately without going to court. It's a bit troublesome this time. The guy Lin Hang injured is the son of an official. His name is Li Bin. I heard his father is the second in command of the prosecutor's office. His family is very powerful, and his uncle is the commander of some army. This time, Lin Hang might go to jail. How can this happen? Lin Hang isn't a violent person. Oh, in fact, it's not Lin Hang's fault. A girl in a bar was molested and drugged by the son of an official. Lin Hang happened to see her. She's the sister of a regular customer who often goes to Lin Hang's place to repair his car. She's a nice girl, and Lin Hang knew her. So, he went up to her and had a fight with him. Is Lin Hang injured? Lin Hang is fine. It's just a scratch on his hand. But Li Bin's condition is worse. He said he broke 4 ribs. Oh, what should we do? Su Xiaoxiao looked worried. The whole world knew she liked Lin Hang. Han Yueyao didn't dare to interrupt since this was a big deal. No, I must go see Lin Hang first. After that, Su Xiaoxiao walked over. Sir, I want to see my boyfriend first. The interrogation is not over yet. You can't see him. The policeman's attitude was also cold. There's nothing we can do about it. This time, it's the City Public Security Bureau who's arresting people. They won't let us see them so easily. We've been begging them for a long time, but they still won't let us see them. I'm so worried. Su Xiaoxiao was on the verge of tears. At this moment, she had an idea. Xiaoxiao, don't worry. I'll give it a try. Yao Yao, can you do it? Don't fight him head-on. Su Xiaoxiao looked at Han Yueyao worriedly. I won't be that stupid. Don't worry. Then she walked to the policeman sitting in the office with a smile. Sir, is Chief Gao here? You know Chief Gao? The policeman was slightly shocked, and his expression was a little complicated. Yes. Han Yueyao nodded guiltily. Wait a moment. I'll make a call. Not long after the police made the call, Gao Ran came over. He looked confused when he saw Han Yueyao. However, he heard from his subordinates that this girl was the one who wanted to see Chief Gao. You know me? Gao Ran was confused. Chapter 36:18. Hello, Chief Gao. I'm Humin's friend. Mion's friend? Yeah. I'm sorry to disturb you, but my friend is in custody because of a fight. We want to go in and talk to him. Please let us in. Okay. You can call Humin first. Gao Ran was cautious. After all, many people knew that Humin was a famous doctor. It would be bad if this girl pretended to know him and came to ask for a favor. Han Yueyao knew what Gao Ran was thinking. She took out her cell phone and called Humin right in front of Gao Ran. After a few words, she handed the cell phone to Gao Ran. Hello, Mion? Old Gao. Let her meet your friend. Okay, I know what to do. He knew the girl knew Humin and called Humin in the middle of the night. They must be close. Gao Ran told his subordinates to let them meet Lin Hang. Su Xiaoxiao looked at Han Yueyao with admiration. My goodness. Yao, you're awesome. Did you go to Suyu? But don't tell him I'm here. If he knows I'm in the police station, I'll be dead. Su Xiaoxiao seemed to be afraid of Suyu. I didn't tell him. I didn't go to Suyu. I went to Sister Mion. Oh yeah. Dr. Hua is awesome. I heard he and the director of the Municipal Public Security Bureau are childhood friends. You're awesome. Feeling better, Su Xiaoxiao grabbed Han Yueyao's hand excitedly. Go in and see your friend. Okay, I'll go in. Wait for me at the door. Okay. When Su Xiaoxiao went in, Lin Hang was sitting there looking haggard. Big brother Lin, don't be afraid. I'll get you out. There's no need, Xiaoxiao. Don't worry about my business. The other party wants compensation, and I don't have any money. I'm willing to go to jail. The money that Lin Hang's car repair factory earned, other than for their daily expenses, was mostly used to modify motorcycles. This group of people who loved motorcycles was actually similar to artistic youths. They could live without food or drink, but they couldn't live without motorcycles. Therefore, he was clear about his situation. Not to mention that he had no money. Even if he had money, he did not intend to compensate. Big brother Lin, don't give up on yourself. Do you know how I felt when I heard that you were in trouble? And do you know how difficult it is to even see you? It was Yao Yao who called her friends and went to look for the bureau chief in the middle of the night to give me the chance to see you. Everyone treats you so well. How can you say it so casually? Han Yueyao is here. Lin Hang heard the key point. Yes, not only did she come, but she also helped us find some connections. Lin Hang bit his lip and didn't say anything. It wasn't his style to let a woman save him. Anyway, don't be afraid. I'm here. Xiao, don't worry. I know your background. It's impossible for us to be together. I'm no better than a beggar. How can I enter your Su family? What's wrong with the Su family? The Su family is also a commoner. When my great-grandfather was conquering the world, he also begged for food from his fellow countrymen. That's not the point. The point is, I don't love you at all. Then, you don't have to love me. I love you. Su Xiaoxiao lowered her head and turned to walk out. When she came out, the others gathered around her. Xiaoxiao, how are you? Big brother Lin will be fine. I have a way. Su Xiaoxiao wiped her tears and walked out of the door. Xiaoxiao, are you okay? You don't look well. Yeah, I'm going to find Suyu. I'll ask him to save Big Brother Lin. Will Suyu help you? Yao, do you know who Suyu is to me? Su Xiao asked with a tearful smile. Chapter 36:19. Han Yueyao didn't speak because she knew Su Xiao would tell her when she wanted to. Suyu is my uncle. Uncle? Han Yueyao was surprised. She had guessed that Su Xiao was a member of the Su family and even guessed that she was Su Yu's father's illegitimate child or half-sister. But she didn't expect there to be such a difference in seniority. Su Yu's father is from my grandfather's generation and is far away in the Gannan military district. I grew up in my family in the north and was raised by my grandparents. They passed away one after another, and no one cared for me. My father wanted me to join the army, but I didn't agree. I have a half-brother, but I don't like them, so I don't want to go back. When my grandfather was alive, he was very close to Su Yu's father. So, in terms of seniority, Su Yu is my uncle and I'm his niece. Okay. The information was too much for her to digest, and she had to accept it slowly. My dad is only responsible for giving me money. Other than that, he doesn't care about anything else. Even if I tell him, he won't help me. He'll even scold me for hanging out with some shady people. But you know, Brother Lin and the others aren't shady people. This time, Brother Lin hit someone because he wanted to save someone, so I can't just ignore him. My uncle, Su Yu, I have a lot of connections here, so it's only a matter of a few words. But I know that my uncle will definitely scold me again. How about I go with you? If he wants to scold me, he can scold me too. Han Yueyao thought it wasn't the first time she had been scolded by Su Yu. Huh, you don't have to. I'll take care of my own problems and can't drag you into it. He patted Han Yueyao's shoulder. Yeah, wait for me here. After I see my uncle, I'll come to pick you up and we'll leave together. Okay, I'll wait for you here. Okay. Then Su Xiao walked out of the Municipal Public Security Bureau. Su Xiao didn't know what she said to Su Yu, but Lin Heng did come out that night. The family member who had clamored for Lin Heng to go to jail didn't dare to cause any more trouble. It was as if this incident had never happened. It was the first time she knew the power and greatness of power, until the four of them sat in a hot pot restaurant, drinking and eating hot pot in the middle of the night. Only then did she know it wasn't a dream. It had really happened. Yao, what are you thinking? I'm fine. Han Yueyao came back to herself. Brother Lin, you have to thank Yao properly today. She put in a lot of effort too. She even went out of her way to get Commissioner Gao to let us meet you. Su Xiao's mouth was loose. She said everything. Thank you. Lin Heng poured himself a glass of wine and drained it in front of her. You're welcome. I'm just helping Xiao. Han Yueyao was very clear. You look like a pretty good girl. Why do you have to be in the entertainment industry? Don't you know that it's a big dive vat? Are fame and fortune really that important? Lin Heng seemed to be very biased against the entertainment industry. Perhaps it was because their relationship had gotten closer that they dared to say these words. A lot of money. Han Yueyao chuckled. A prostitute can make more money, right? Lin Heng blurted out. Then he realized he had gone too far, but he couldn't take it back. Brother Lin, Su Xiao looked at Han Yueyao worriedly, thinking she would lose her temper and get up to leave. But she didn't. She just calmly picked up a mouthful of shrimp paste from the hot pot and said word by word. Chapter 36:20. Prostitutes make a lot of money, but they have to sell their bodies. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be famous or an A-lister. I'm fine with being an extra for the rest of my life. What's wrong with making money to support my family? Yeah, Big Brother Lin, I think Miss Han is right. Being an actress is also a profession. Not all actresses rely on unspoken rules. Lin Heng's lackeys couldn't stand it anymore and tried to smooth things over for their boss. But actresses who don't rely on unspoken rules can't become famous. Lin Heng continued to struggle with this problem. I don't need to become famous. Han Yueyao chuckled. If you don't become famous, how can you make money? Actors also get paid, okay? Even if you play a role that's not very popular, you can still get a few 100,000 yuan after a show. It's better to take on some commercials and commercial performances than to work. You guys don't live in the capital, so you don't know how expensive it is. A toothbrush costs 8 or 9 yuan. If I work or become a dance teacher, I can only make 7,000 to 8,000 yuan a month. That's not even enough for my family of 3, let alone if I get sick and have to go to the hospital. So, Mr. Lin, everyone has their own ambitions. I'm working hard to make money. What's wrong with that? You seem to have a problem with that. Is it because of your ex-girlfriend? She used to be an actress, and you were deeply hurt by her? Han Yueyao didn't give him any face with her words. Su Xiaoxiao was so embarrassed that she was afraid the two would start a fight. After all, she had never seen anyone who dared to talk back to Lin Hang like this. But no, Lin Hang lowered his head and didn't continue to talk back, seeming to admit defeat. Yes, Han Yueyao was a beautiful girl who had learned dancing, but she didn't dare to look down on her. But when she was fierce, she didn't give face to anyone, even if that person was Su Yu. The 4 of them ate hot pot to celebrate Lin Hang's release until 2 a.m. When they came back, it was almost dawn. Xiao Xiao, is that Lin Hang? So good that you're so infatuated with him? Big brother Lin is a good person. You'll know when you get to know him. Forget it. I don't want to know him anymore. I don't like him. Then you like me? My Uncle Su Yu? Ahem. Don't trick me. Han Yueyao was exasperated at Su Xiaoxiao's random matchmaking. Haha. Your reaction is so big. Did I hit the nail on the head? Su Xiaoxiao smirked. Nonsense, since when? Your uncle is arrogant, conceited, and rude. He thinks he can do whatever he wants just because he's rich and powerful. I'm not worthy of him. You don't know. Actually, my uncle is a very kind-hearted person. His heart is very pure, just like a child's. Forget it. Don't try to fool me. I don't want to follow in the footsteps of those actresses. Even an excellent actress like Niel Lingxian couldn't catch his eye, let alone a small fry like me. Han Yueyao waved her hand, and Su Yu stopped talking. The 2 girls returned to the dormitory to sleep. Although Su Yu was not so close to Su Xiaoxiao, he still took good care of her. She usually didn't cause trouble. This time, although Su Yu didn't want to help, he still helped. When he came back, it was already 3:30 p.m. How is it? Are you done? Yes, that man has already come out. He even ate hot pot with Xiao Xiao and the others. He's fucking big-hearted, Su Yu said in disdain. Han Yueyao is here, too. That big-breasted but brainless woman, Su Yu commented casually. Huh? President Su, how can you tell that Miss Han has big breasts? How come I didn't notice it? I was puzzled. Chapter 36:21. Su was speechless. Ha ha. President Su, you don't like Miss Han, do you? I don't like her. All right, let's not talk nonsense. Let's go to bed. Mr. Tang said that we have to work hard these days to come up with a plan for Dr. Hu's birthday party. Tang Chuan is so shameless. In order to please his wife, he wants to organize a birthday party for Huamin. He must have a lot of free time. Now he wants to drag us down with him. Su Yu complained. I think Mr. Tang is a bit arrogant, too, and agreed with his boss. Forget it. Let's go to bed. President Su, at the birthday party, everyone will be in pairs. You're alone. So, do you want a date? Aren't you single? So you thought it wouldn't be so awkward within the single dog with him. No, I have a feeling Lu Yin will come. I won't have time to accompany you. Fuck. You're more interested in your girlfriend than your friend. I've always been like this. Is this your first day meeting me? And teased. Fuck. How can you say something like that? So, President Su, can you choose between Miss Zeng or Miss Han? Do I have a third choice? Su Yu obviously wasn't satisfied with either choice. Or you can call Miss Nia in the States. Stop. Forget it. Su Yu didn't dare to continue. Anyway, don't pin your hopes on Pudding and Little Bean. They both have partners, but you can hold on for about half a year. When the young master in Dr. Hu's belly comes out, you can accompany him. Fuck. Am I really in such a bad situation that I have to put my hopes on Mion's unborn son? Ha ha. You have to get the baby's permission first. Get out of here. We can't talk anymore. Go to bed. Su Yu Felon was getting more and more arrogant. He dared to say anything. Midnight. Huamin got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because the baby was getting bigger. As soon as she turned over, Qin Chu woke up. Do you need to go to the toilet? Yes. I'll support you. No need, hubby. You can continue to sleep. I can do it myself. No, The bathroom is too slippery. Let me help you. Qin Shu was still worried. She got up in a daze, carried Huamin, and carefully walked to the bathroom. Huamin looked at herself in the mirror. She looked like a typical pregnant woman. Her expression became increasingly ugly. Indeed, carrying a boy would make one ugly. This saying was not without reason. Hubby, I'm so ugly now. What should I do? Weren't you the same in the past? Qin Shu smiled. Fuck, how dare you defame me? Not ugly, not ugly. You're the most beautiful. After giving birth to this baby, you really have to make it up to me, Huamin said coquettishly. Then, she touched the pregnancy spots on her face. Of course, you have to make it up to me. It's been a long time since you gave me pleasure. Yes, for the sake of this second baby, Mr. Qin had to abstain. God knew how uncomfortable it was for him to hold it in. However, for the safety of the baby and Huamian, he didn't dare to act recklessly. Do you think you're the only one who doesn't have pleasure? I'm about to become a nun. Fuck, who said that the baby has to be pregnant for 10 months? Why can't it be born in 1 month? Huamin complained jokingly. Qin Shu laughed out loud. Then, he carefully hugged her and coaxed. Honey, after this baby is born, I promise to let you rest for a few years, okay? Rest for a few years? What do you mean? Is there a third child? Huamin was stunned. Chapter 36:22. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Huamin was speechless. Is this the legendary surprise you prepared for me on my birthday? Yes. Huamin was speechless. Okay, I won't tease you anymore. It's too hard. How could I bear to let you have a third child? Actually, even if it's a girl this time, we won't have any more. Qin Shu gently hugged Huamin and whispered sweet nothings to her. You scared me to death. Huamin pouted. Don't worry, Dr. Hua. I won't let you continue to delay your great mission of saving lives. Qin Shu smiled. Speaking of saving lives, I remembered something, honey. What is it? After this baby is born, I plan to resign and retire. Resign? Retire? Qin Shu obviously didn't expect these two words. After all, being a doctor was Huamin's favorite thing. She had been obsessed with it for so many years, and she even felt happy working overtime. He never thought that one day he would hear her say that she wanted to resign. Yes, I'm resigning. Then you plan to stay at home and be a housewife. Qin Shu didn't think that was Huamin's personality. She was so outstanding and independent. Why would she want to stay at home and raise a child? No, I plan to go back to GK to help you. Huamin wrapped her arms around Qin Shu's neck and acted coquettishly. Upon hearing this, Qin Shu's eyes turned misty. Honey, you've been working too hard for the past few years. You've sacrificed too much for me and for this family. Others don't understand you, but I do. You've never talked about the pain in your heart. Whatever you've done, you've never made it public. You've just silently contributed. Because of your love and care, the first half of my life has been perfect. You've treated my dreams as your own and worked hard to realize them. I've been a doctor for so many years, and I've achieved everything I wanted. I've also saved so many people. It's time for us to change for the rest of our lives. I'm willing to help you achieve your dreams. Your business empire, GK, was built by our ancestors. After Ning Ning got married, your second uncle couldn't do much in the States. So, in order to not let our family business go to waste, I'm willing to work side by side with you and continue to work hard for our family and our babies. Honey, you don't have to do this. Just do what you like. I can handle the company. Qin Shu's eyes were filled with gratitude. If it weren't for his strong willpower, he would have cried because of Huamin. What she said was truly touching. No, you don't have to carry it all on your own. I've been stubborn for too long. It's settled then. While I'm about to give birth, I'll tell the director that I'm quitting. There are many talented people in the medical field, and Huamin isn't one of them. However, this family needs both of us. Honey, Qin Shu didn't know what to say for a moment. His fingers ran through Huamin's gradually growing long hair with a hint of gentleness. I'm so lucky to be able to marry you, Qin Shu exclaimed. Buddy, there's nothing wrong with that. Qin Shu, you're not allowed to watch live streams anymore. Why do you speak so strangely? Qin Chu was speechless. All right, honey, Ning Ning and Tang Chuan took the initiative to organize the birthday party. They've worked hard. I've already asked Yang to send people over to help. Good job. Huamin cupped Qin Chu's face in his hands and kissed him. The day before your birthday, I plan to take you to a place where we can spend some alone time together. You're being mysterious again. Looking at Mr. Qin's eyes, Huamian knew he was up to something again. Chapter 36-23. Yes, when you were pregnant with our second baby, I prepared a surprise for both of us. What is it? Guess. Here it comes again. I'm so annoyed. Go to sleep if you're annoyed. With a slightly smile, Qin Chu carried the heavy Huamin onto the bed and tucked her in carefully. The next morning, Huamin thought Zheng Ro had been discharged from the hospital when he went to check on her after the meeting. But, to his surprise, when Huamin went in, she was eating breakfast with a great appetite. Dr. Hua, you're here. Zheng Ro smiled. How are you feeling? Are your legs better? Yeah, much better. Come and sit down. I was just about to talk to you. Zheng Ro's attitude changed greatly, and she was polite to Huamin. But Huamin was a little wary. Have you had breakfast? Do you want to eat with me? Zheng Ro held up the soup dumplings in her hands. No, I've had breakfast. Thank you. Mian, I'm sorry for what I said the other day. Huamin smiled and didn't respond. I'm too impulsive. Even my mom says I'm too impulsive. But I couldn't stop him. I was really angry at the time. You know I like Suyu. I lived in his house for so long and tried to please him. I know. So when I found out he was with a little girl, I was furious. I'm not an idiot. I knew there was nothing going on between Suyu and that girl. He just wanted to get rid of me, so he used her. That made me angrier. He'd rather find someone to act than be with me. Zheng Ro, love is a matter of mutual consent. I know. That's why I thought about it in the middle of the night and felt I was too selfish. I shouldn't vent my anger on you guys. Mian, you won't blame me, right? No. Can I attend your birthday party? Zheng Ro looked excited. My birthday is just a meal with my family. It's not that exaggerated. It's not like I'm 70 or 80 years old. I'm really embarrassed that you guys are like this. Huamin didn't like it. He went around telling people that it was his birthday. Being so ostentatious was really not her style. I know. I just feel that we're friends, so I want to celebrate with you. Don't worry, I won't give you any expensive gifts. I'm just going to eat and drink. Since Zheng Ro said so, Huamian couldn't refuse. To be honest, she didn't want Zheng Ro to go. It wasn't because he didn't like her, but he felt that Suyu would be there. When the two of them met, he didn't know if they would be unhappy again. Well, if your leg is fine, then come. Great. I knew you wouldn't stoop to my level. After leaving the ward, Huamin still felt uncomfortable. He didn't know what to say. Zheng Ro seemed sincere and straightforward, but Huamin still felt something was wrong. The scary thing was that he had known Zheng Ro for a long time, but she didn't seem as comfortable as Han Yueyao. After Huamin left, Zheng Ro picked up her cell phone and typed a few lines of text. Sir, it's done. I believe I'll see Lu Yin again on Huamin's birthday. Of course, Huamin might talk to Professor Lu on the phone that day. I'll find a chance to put the equipment on her. Chapter 36-24. After sending the message, Zheng Ro smiled meaningfully. It was true that she liked Suyu, so she vented her anger on Huamin. But Huamin's forgiveness was a lie. It was also a lie to attend Huamin's birthday party. She just wanted to complete the mission her superior gave her. After all, no one could imagine that the daughter of a provincial leader was a spy. 1 minute later, she received a reply. Be careful. Qin Chu is very vigilant. Huamin has anti-tracking equipment. Zheng Ro typed quickly. I understand, sir. Our equipment has been carefully processed. Their anti-tracking equipment won't work on us. Zheng Ro smiled smugly. Okay, keep in touch. The other end seemed to believe Zheng Ro's words. After all, such a high-level tracker couldn't be bought on the market with a lot of money. Such a sophisticated tracker should be enough to deal with a small fry like Huamin, right? Of course, this was only the opinion of Zheng Ro's superior. In a country in Africa, Lu Yin aimed at a target not far away and shot with practiced ease. It hit the target with one shot. The target fell down instantly. Damn it. You pretended to be a hunter. Can't I recognize you? Ian's subordinates are getting worse and worse. In the end, it's hard to catch you alive because Ian didn't kill you, Xiao Fei said calmly. Catch me alive? Him? What a joke. Lu Yin gave him a contemptuous look. She almost couldn't remember how many times she had fought with Ian. Because Ian never had the heart to kill Lu Yin, he ordered them to catch her alive. Therefore, they couldn't catch her each time. However, Lu Yin had gotten tired of this game. Ian, on the other hand, was still enjoying it. You let Xiao and then go just like that? Lying on the grass, Xiao Fei picked up a green foxtail and rubbed it against Lu Yan's cheek. He teased her. Isn't he your second brother? I can't kill him. After all, we'll be family in the future. Lu Yin smiled slyly. Others might believe you, but do you think I will? Don't you know how well I know you? Everywhere Xiao Fei looked, there was a gentleness that he had never shown to anyone else. His short silver hair shone even more brightly under the setting sun. It was very pleasing to the eye. Haha, then tell me, why didn't I kill him? Didn't you just want to continue fishing? It's not like those Thai guys saved Xiao Nin this time. Smart. Can you guess who the other party is? Lu Yin was excited. She lay in the grass, the gun on her shoulder, motionless. Golden Triangle? Damn, you guessed it right. Lu Yin pouted. It wasn't difficult in the first place. There are only a few powerful forces in Southeast Asia. Our country is getting stricter and stricter. No one would dare to commit a crime at this time. The war in the Golden Triangle has been tense recently. They lack firearms and have contacted my father many times, but the price hasn't been negotiated. This time, they saved Xiao Nan because of this. Do you think those bumpkins in the Golden Triangle know who stole the meat this time? Lu Yin chuckled. Of course I do. Who else can catch Xiao Nin besides you, Lu Yin? So, those bumpkins are bent on going against me, aren't they? For now, yes. Fuck them. How dare they bully me? Lu Yin was furious. The more she spoke, the angrier she got. She crawled out of the grass and started shooting. More than a dozen assassins who were hiding in front of her fell to the ground and died. Lu Yin, on the other hand, didn't waste a single bullet by shooting randomly. Psycho Xiao, we should get out of here. It's too hot in Africa. So, are you going to the Golden Triangle to pick a fight or go back to China? Why would I go back to China? Lu Yin pretended not to know anything. Chapter 36-25. Why do you want to come back? To eat lotus leaf rice noodles? Xiao Fei glanced at Lu Yin in disdain. Lu Yin felt guilty. She knew this guy was still mad at her for eating lotus leaf rice noodles with him last time. Ahem. How did you know my sister's birthday? Did he send you an invitation? No, my brother-in-law called me. Fuck. When did you two become so close? Lu Yin looked at Xiao Fei in surprise. It's between us men, Xiao Fei said seriously. It's my sister's birthday. Of course I want to go back, but my dad won't let me. The professor knows? Of course. Do you think my dad doesn't want to come back? But he knows that my sister's identity has been exposed. With so many people watching her, she'll be in danger if we go back. You're right. So, my dad won't let me go. He called me yesterday and warned me to do whatever I want. Don't let others use me. What about you? What do you think? I haven't thought about it yet. I'm conflicted. If you really want to go back, I'll go with you. At most, we'll call everyone back to protect Sister Mion. I still think it's too risky. If anything happens to my sister because of me, I'll hate myself to death. With a long sigh, Lu Yin threw down the gun in her hand and turned to leave. In the afterglow of the setting sun, her figure looked extremely lonely. Xiao Fei blamed himself. Although he had tried his best to protect this girl, she still looked so unhappy. Reuniting with her sister was a simple thing, but for Lu Yin, it was harder than reaching the sky. At this moment, Xiao Fei made a decision. Han Yueyao was still a little girl at Imperial Star who did odd jobs. She wasn't taken care of by Su Yu because of her special relationship with him. Ever since Su Xiaoxiao negotiated with Su Yu that day, she had been working very hard. She got full marks for dancing and singing. Then, the company arranged an interview about the new student. Su Xiaoxiao's exposure made Gao Yeruo, who was originally very popular, pale in comparison. Some of her Weibo fans also went to Su Xiaoxiao. This made her very angry. After class, Su Xiaoxiao wiped her sweat with a towel and walked out. Gao Yeruo blocked her way. "A good dog doesn't block the road," Su Xiaoxiao scolded her. "Who are you calling a dog? I'll call whoever gets in my way a dog." Su Xiaoxiao cursed. Of course, she only cursed at Gao Yeruo. "Su Xiaoxiao, you're so shameless. You're so eager for success at such a young age. Don't fucking talk nonsense with me. You're noble and have seen through the world of mortals. Go to the nunnery. Why are you pretending to be a mutant white lotus here?" Su Xiaoxiao had a bad temper. She even dared to scold her teacher, not to mention Gao Yeruo. If Gao Yeruo still thought that Han Yueyao was a pushover, she couldn't be more wrong. "Su Xiaoxiao, you really have no bottom line just to become famous. Not only did you seduce President Su, but you even dragged Han Yueyao into a threesome. You're really despicable. Oh, I say, Big Sister Gao knows quite a lot. You even know about 3P? You've watched a lot of AV, haven't you?" Gao Yeruo's face turned pale. "I'm happy. I'll do whatever I want. It's none of your business. If you're not convinced, you can come up too. We're just short of one person." Gao Yeruo was so angry that her face turned red. In the past, Su Xiaoxiao always skipped classes and didn't attend activities. At that time, Gao Yeruo was in the limelight. As the captain, she sold her image as a young and beautiful girl to attract fans. But now, Su Xiaoxiao was like a different person. She was hardworking and eager to learn. Gao Yeruo felt that her status was no longer guaranteed, so she came to provoke her. She didn't expect to be scolded so badly by Su Xiaoxiao. "Su Xiaoxiao, how can there be a woman like you in the world?" Gao Yeruo couldn't help but yell. Immediately, the teacher and other students looked over. Chapter 36:26. Everything in the world counters each other. It's because of your existence that God created me to counter you. Su Xiaoxiao stuck out her tongue and made a face at Gao Yeruo. Gao Yeruo was so angry that she almost fell to the ground and foamed at the mouth. "You, just wait and see. I'll teach you a lesson." Gao Yeruo was so angry that her fingers trembled. "Yeruo, forget it. She's President Su's wife. Let's not mess with her. President Su has slept with many women. She's just a novelty for a few days. After a while, President Su will find a new woman. I'll teach her a lesson." Gao Yeruo believed her intuition was right. She was waiting for the day when Su Xiaoxiao would fall out of favor. After class, Su Xiaoxiao went to eat with Han Yueyao. However, she didn't see Han Yueyao and didn't reply to her WeChat messages. At this moment, Su Yu had dragged Han Yueyao to a ladies' club. "President Su, what's going on? Are you giving me a mid-autumn festival bonus?" Looking at the dazzling array of women's clothing, Han Yueyao half-joked. "Okay, if you think so, then take it as a bonus. Choose for yourself. Can I have all of them?" "Shame on you," Su Yu scolded in annoyance. "Huh, didn't you say you could choose whatever you want? Do you think I'm stupid? I can only choose one. I'm telling you, it's for Mion's birthday party." "Wow, are you going to take me? What else can I do? Do you think I'll go alone?" Su Yu had enough of being called a bachelor. Besides, he heard from Mion on WeChat that Zheng Ro would go as well. He had to continue this act. He really didn't want to have anything to do with Zheng Ro. He pretended to be a couple with Zheng Ro because Zheng Ro hadn't fallen in love with him yet. Su Yu didn't want to owe her a favor, especially when it came to relationships. He had let down such a good girl, Niao Lingxian. He really didn't want to hurt other women. Since Han Yueyao didn't seem interested in him, Su Yu thought they could work together. Only one set. So stingy. Han Yueyao sighed. "One set is already good enough. It's a gift for you. If it were someone else, I wouldn't even take off the tag and return it immediately after wearing it," Su Yu said deliberately. "So, when the outside world says that you're a godly tycoon, it's actually fake. You're a stingy rich man. Cut the crap. Hurry up and choose." Can I choose shoes? Han Yueyao chuckled. You can choose any underwear or underwear. Just choose. This is the only time. You can't miss this opportunity. You're ruthless? In that case, I won't hold back, President Sue. Then she stood up and yelled, Shop assistant, I want the most expensive dress in this shop. Size S, size 36 shoes, and size S underwear. If you have a hat, give me one. If the bag is too expensive, I don't want it. Also, give me a pair of pearl earrings. They must be white with lace to match. So half an hour later, Han Yueyao came out in the most expensive dress she had bought. After all, Han Yueyao was a dancer and was very thin, but she was still able to stand in this pink dress. If it were anyone else, they would have looked like they were from the countryside. Miss, you're the first one who doesn't look out of place in this dress. It's really beautiful, the shop assistant praised sincerely. President Sue, please pay for it. I'll take this. Han Yueyao pointed at the dress she was wearing happily. President Sue, the total cost is 230,000 yuan. So expensive? Su Yu was extremely reluctant. He had a feeling that the girl was trying to rip him off. That dress is a limited edition. It costs 160,000 yuan. Okay. Pay by card. So you didn't want to hear more. He took out his black gold card and handed it to her. President Sue, your girlfriend is so beautiful. She's very elegant. I'm not his girlfriend. I'm an employee of his company. Boss Sue is in a good mood recently and gave my employees a mid-autumn festival benefit. So, beauty, do you want to work at Imperial Star? Maybe the next Christmas benefit will be a sports car. Hearing this, Su Yu almost fainted. Han Yueyao, are you having fun? Su Yu rolled his eyes. Chapter 36-27. Thank you for the Mid-Autumn Festival gift, President Su. Han Yueyao narrowed her eyes with a smile. Su Yu touched his nose and turned to leave without a word. It seemed his dad was furious this time. I'm telling you, I didn't buy this dress for you to wear on your date with those hooligans. It's for Mion's birthday. I know. I'll do my best. Girl, you're so snobbish. Don't you know how to pretend? So you thought this woman loved money too much. Last time, when he gave her 2,000 yuan, she took it without a word. This time, she didn't say she didn't want it when he took her shopping. If it were other women, they would at least be more reserved. Even if they really wanted it, they wouldn't say it out loud. I don't like to beat around the bush. We're all busy and don't want to waste time. Forget it. You're right no matter what I say. Anyway, remember not to run around that day. I'll pick you up and we'll get on the boat. Okay, President Sue, I want to ask how much I'll be paid to pretend to be your date that day. What did you say? So you almost thought he heard it wrong. I said the payment for that day. How dare you ask me for payment? You just spent more than 200,000 yuan on me. Do you know that? You're worth less than 200,000 yuan, even if I sell you. So he was furious. It's not like that. President Sue, you gave me the dress willingly. Besides, the tag was cut, so I can't return it. I can't work for free. You mean if you don't be my date, you won't go to Mion's birthday party? No. If you don't let me be your date, I'll go by myself. But it's different. I won't be so tired and won't have to deal with that woman in the hospital for you. That woman is really fierce and requires physical and mental strength. Of course, if you don't think it's worth it, I'll give the dress back to you. Or you can find someone else. I think Gao Yeruo is a good choice. Han Yueyao, you did it on purpose, didn't you? Su Yu looked down at the little girl condescendingly. She was very eloquent and could talk back to him no matter what he said. Gao Yeruo was a typical white lotus. Su Yu didn't even want to look at her. Although Han Yueyao was greedy, she didn't look so annoying. How would I dare to do that? I'm just recommending someone to you out of goodwill. Thank you for your kindness. Keep it, President Sue, about the payment, 2,000 a day. Same old rules. Su Yu tried his best to keep calm. How can that be? How can 2,000 be enough to handle so many people on such a big occasion? Then how much do you want? Su Yu's face was gloomy, as if he was about to explode at any moment. 5,000. No, 3,000. Su Yu bargained. Fixed price, 3,500. 3,200. Su Yu continued to bargain. Big boss, you're a godly tycoon with a net worth of billions. Can you not be so stingy? You wouldn't even pick up 200 yuan if it was thrown on the ground. Aren't you embarrassed to bargain with me? You're shameless enough to ask me for it. Why would I be embarrassed to cut it off? I don't need money because I'm just an ordinary person. But you're a big shot. Don't you care about your dignity? Cut the crap. 3,200. No, 3,500. I can't go any lower. Or you can find someone else. Han Yueyao insisted. Su Yu bit his lips, trying to suppress his anger. Han Yueyao, you've offended the boss. Do you still want to be successful in Imperial Star? Su Yu asked with his hands on his hips. Chapter 36:28. Thank you for your reminder, boss. But I don't want to be successful. I just want to make some money to support my family. Okay, go back. I don't want to see you. So you waved his hand and shooed the talkative guy away. Then he drove away in his sports car. Holding the bag of luxury goods Su Yu bought for her, Han Yueyao had mixed feelings. She hoped her behavior would make President Su think she was a materialistic person. That way, Su Yu wouldn't treat her well, and she wouldn't fall for him like all the other women who liked Su Yu in the past. Yes, no one knew that Han Yueyao was using this method to protect herself. She didn't want to get hurt. When she got back, Su Xiaoxiao was already in the dorm. Hey Yao, you're back. Yeah. Damn, you're rich. Even I can't afford this brand, no. President Su bought it for me. What? Su bought it for you. He really likes you. Su Xiaoxiao smirked. It's not what you think. He asked me for help, so Han Yueyao put down the bags and sat on the bed, looking tired. Yao Yao, your relationship with my uncle is developing really fast recently. There's no development. I'm pissing President Su off. He won't die. My uncle is naughty, and ordinary people are no match for him. Su Xiaoxiao had always thought highly of Su Yu and Han Yueyao. Maybe it was her woman's intuition, but she had a feeling that something would happen between Yao Yao and Su Yu. Forget it. Let's not talk about it. Han Yueyao didn't want to talk about the few interactions she had with Su Yu. Since she didn't have a chance, she didn't want to think about it. Whether it was Mrs. Su or Sister Mian, they couldn't get involved in the relationship. The distance between her and Su Yu was like the distance between the sky and the sea. They were thousands of miles apart. Come on, have some fruit. Su Xiaoxiao pointed at the ground, and Han Yueyao saw there were so many fruits. You bought so many. Can we finish them all? I didn't buy it. Brother Lin gave it to me. Oh, Han Yueyao had nothing to do with Lin Heng. She didn't want to know more about this weirdo. Brother Lin told me to thank you. Why are you thanking me? You're the one who saved him. But you did greet Chief Gao that day. Anyway, he was in a good mood. Haha, he even bought me ice cream. Su Xiaoxiao seemed to really like the guy in the car repair shop. Therefore, even if he only bought her an ice cream, she would still jump in joy. Xiaoxiao, although I don't have much experience in love, I feel that if the woman is the one who gives a lot in a relationship, it will be very tiring. I know. So, are you still going to persevere? Is that kid really that good? That's right. In my heart, he's the best. I'm still young. In another 2 years, I'll go home and steal the household register to marry him. Did he agree? He doesn't need to agree. It's fine as long as I agree. It was indeed the style of a female bandit. The Su family seemed to be so domineering. Han Yueyao couldn't help but think of Su Yu and the legends about him. Xiaoxiao, President Su loved Sister Mian for so many years and did so many things for her. Was Dr. Hua ever moved? Did he never waver? Especially when he lived with the Su family for more than a year. So, you want to ask me if Dr. Hua ever liked my uncle? Su Xiaoxiao took a bite of the apple and concluded, Yes, I'm curious. Han Yueyao nodded. Chapter 36:29. Then I have a way to let you know. What? You can ask Dr. Hua directly. Su Xiaoxiao smirked. I'm afraid he'll kick me out. Han Yueyao covered her face. She thought to herself, what kind of idea is this girl coming up with? If she asked directly, she wouldn't have to hesitate. Haha, okay, let's stop fooling around. In fact, the answer to this matter is very simple. Don't scare me again. Han Yueyao had been pranked too many times and obviously didn't believe Su Xiaoxiao's words. No, I'm serious. My uncle is handsome, powerful, and charismatic. Most importantly, he's so good to Dr. Hua. He loves her so much. If it were any other woman, they would have fallen for him long ago. I don't think Dr. Hua has been able to stay calm all these years because she has strong willpower. Willpower is nothing in the face of love. Then you mean? Yi Zichen asked. I think there's only one reason. The man by Dr. Hua's side is so outstanding that he completely overshadows my uncle's aura. So, Dr. Hua only has eyes for that man. You mean Sister Mion's husband? I haven't seen that man many times and don't know him well, so I can't comment. Han Yueyao tried to recall the few times she had met Qin Shu. Although he was handsome, he didn't talk much. She remembered that he was a man of few words. But indeed, Sister Mion seemed to listen to him. She snuggled up to him like a little child. Maybe this was love? Dr. Hua's birthday party must be very lively. My uncle is not bad. He even bought you new clothes. He did it to help him. Don't say that. If he really wanted to help, it would have been the same for anyone. But he chose you. Haha. Don't spread rumors. Maybe it's because I'm going, so we formed a team. Han Yueyao didn't dare to think too deeply about Su Yu's motive. The two girls were chatting in the dormitory. Late at night, South Hill Manor after the children fell asleep. Huamin and Qin Shu went upstairs to their room. Honey, wear this. I'll take you to a place. Qin Shu pointed at a handbag on the bed. Ah, what is this? Uniform temptation? Yes, that's true. Qin Shu smiled slightly and didn't say much. Someone's in the mood today, but it's useless to prepare these things. I can't do that with you. Huamin blushed slightly. You're thinking too much. That's not what I meant. Mr. Qin thought that Huamin looked the best when he blushed. She had already given birth to 2 children and became a mother, but she had not changed after all these years. What kind of uniform is it? Police or stewardess? Huamin asked curiously as he opened the bag. Qin Shu did not answer. When she took out the clothes, her eyes immediately became moist. It was indeed a uniform, and it was so familiar to her. Where did you get it? Huh? Huamin smiled with tears in her eyes. She held the jacket. It was the second high school uniform. Huamin's eyes were filled with memories whenever she saw this uniform. At that time, the uniforms were all the same, and it was easy to get mixed up. So, Huamin asked her mother to embroider the word Mion on the collar of the uniform. So, she subconsciously turned the collar. When she saw that familiar word, she couldn't stop her tears from falling. Do you like it, honey? Qin Shu gently hugged Huamin from behind. Chapter 3630. I do. But why are you looking for your school uniform all of a sudden? Huamin held back her tears and snuggled in Qin Shu's arms, feeling warm. After graduation, this uniform was kept at the bottom of the box. She never took it out to wear. When she went back to school with Qin Shu for the homecoming event, the school also provided her with a new uniform. So, when Huamin saw the uniform that belonged to her again, she felt a lot of emotions. She had spent 3 happy years with Qin Shu at second high, and it was also the most innocent and naive time of her life. Put on and come with me. Mr. Qin still didn't want to reveal more. He had always been secretive. Huamin put it on obediently. When she looked in the mirror, she couldn't help but laugh. Haha, I'm pregnant now. If I wear this back to school, will the security guard think that I'm hiding explosives in my belly? We're not going back to school. Don't worry. If we're not going back to school, won't people think that we're crazy if we wear this out in the middle of the night? Huamin was worried. They won't. Let's go. Qin Shu carefully held her hand, and the couple tiptoed downstairs. After they opened the door and left, Pudding stood at the unlocked door and sighed. What's wrong? Pudding? On the other end of the phone, she was video chatting with Wei Yun Shu. My daddy and mommy are secretly dating again. Every time it happens, I feel like I'm extra. Haha, it's normal. At least your Uncle Qin knows how to secretly. My old way. He's blatantly abusing me. At home, he calls me mommy a little. My dear Xiaowei. That's how it is. So be content. Haha, Uncle Wei has such a cute side. Pudding couldn't help but laugh when she saw how vividly Wei Yinshu acted. Of course, My old Wei is always arrogant outside, but when he's home, he listens to my mommy. Of course I do too. Mommy is the biggest in our family. Little Bean and I used to be at the bottom. Now that my little brother is about to be born, he'll be at the bottom. How pitiful. He has to take the blame before he's even born. That's why his name is Chingu. Haha, that's a good name. Creative. Where's Little Bean? Are you asleep? She's already sleeping like a pig. Look at her. She's asleep, and she's still holding onto the Yakult in her hand. Pudding shifted the camera to Little Bean. She was holding a bottle of Yakult yogurt in her arms, and crystal clear saliva was dripping from her mouth. Oh my God, this sleeping posture is really intoxicating. Wei Yunshu and Pudding's relationship had always been stable. They played together, talked about school, friends, and their dreams. Wei Yunshu even gave Pudding all his New Year's money and private savings for the past few years. He asked Pudding to help him invest in stocks. This kid had hidden his wealth well. Adding it all up, it was a few million. Although it was just a small amount for Pudding, she still helped Wei Yunshu manage his investments. Sometimes, she would even take the initiative to send him a WeChat message when it increased a lot in a day. Pudding, when you grow up, can you move in my house? Why would I move into your house? Pudding actually understood immediately, but she pretended not to. Just like your mom and dad, living together. My parents are husband and wife. We're not. Pudding turned her face shyly. We are. We grew up together as childhood sweethearts. When we reach your parents' age, we'll have known each other longer than they have. What if you like another girl when you grow up? Pudding threw a difficult question at him. Chapter 36-31. I don't think so. Wei Yunshu was very certain. Why? Because there are a lot of girls in school now, but I don't play with them. It's so late, but I still video chat with you. What do you think? Wei Yunshu was famous for his high IQ and EQ, especially when he often played with the twins. Therefore, he didn't know anything about love. He didn't know what it felt like. He only knew that he was always with Pudding, and everyone thought that they would be together in the future. Therefore, all of this was logical. Right now, he only felt that love and marriage were living together, just like his parents and Pudding's parents. They didn't quarrel and were very loving. It was enough for their families to be harmonious. When they grew up, they realized love wasn't that easy. No one would always have a smooth sailing until the end. On the road of love, many people would be tortured to death if they weren't careful. This had nothing to do with IQ and EQ. Of course, this was all in the future. Qin Chu drove out with Huamin, followed by bodyguards. Right now, he wasn't confident that he could protect Mian by himself. Ever since Nalo came, Qin Chu had been even more vigilant. Qin Chu drove his sports car in front, and the bodyguards' cars followed in front and behind. They formed a circle from afar, and no one could escape from them. They didn't stop until they reached a movie theater. Honey, are you going to treat me to a movie? Huamin glanced at the movie theater after getting out of the car. This was a very famous movie theater in the city because the visual and sound effects were the best. Therefore, it was almost full every day, especially when there was a big movie showing. Yeah, let's watch a movie first. Do you want to buy popcorn and Coke? Huamin smiled. No, I'll treat you to something special. With that, Qin Chu held her hand and walked in. Mr. Qin, Mrs. Qin, you're here. The staff inside had obviously been carefully prepared. Honey, did you book the whole theater? Huamin asked in a low voice. No, it's just the two of us watching. There's no atmosphere. We need a lot of people watching. In order to ensure Huamin's safety, Qin Chu wanted to find someone to watch the movie with him. Instead, they were the theater's staff, bodyguards, and some of GK's higher-ups. In this way, more than 200 seats were filled. Huamin and Qin Chu sat in the middle. Mr. Qin, here's your item. The staff member carefully handed something over. Qin Chu took it and gave it to Huamin. This is sparkling water? Huamin was a little surprised. The bubble water company had closed down a long time ago. It was only popular during the years when they were in school. Later on, it produced many drinks one after another. No one was drinking that cheap and high-quality sparkling water anymore. I asked his boss to make 2 bottles personally. Drink it and see if it still tastes the same. Yes. Huamin lowered his head in surprise and sucked on the straw. Then, with the first sip, it tasted the same as the taste in her memory. It's so good. She smiled with satisfaction. What about this? Do you want to eat it? Qin Shu pulled out a stick of roasted corn out of nowhere. This was Hua Min's favorite snack. Honey, you're so well prepared. So, what movie are you treating me to today? You who sat next to me? Seeing that Qin Shu had prepared a nostalgic route, Hua Min could roughly guess what movie they were going to watch today. Just watch and you'll know. Just then, the theater darkened and the movie started. The first monologue already made Hua Min's heart pound. A man and a woman's voices came from the big screen. They said, Chapter 36-32. A man's voice said, Mian, the first time I saw you, I thought that this girl would be my wife. A woman's voice said, the first time I saw you, I thought, this man is so handsome. I wonder who will be unlucky enough to marry him. Honey, this is... Hua Min covered her mouth in shock. She didn't expect this. She really didn't expect this. Don't worry. Take your time. This movie is very good. Qin Shu hugged Hua Min and carefully covered her legs with the blanket he brought. Just like that, the couple was accompanied by hundreds of people. At midnight on the eve of Hua Min's birthday, I watched a very special movie, which is why I said it was special. It was because all the actors in the movie were students of the Film Academy and didn't look like celebrities. It was also because the movie was about the ups and downs of Qin Shu and Hua Min over the years. It was a 2-hour movie. Qin Shu personally worked as the scriptwriter. He led an excellent scriptwriter team and stayed up many times to edit the script. She wrote down all the touching words that the two of them said when they were together and used them as her lines. So when those lines appeared, Hua Min couldn't help but cry. She didn't expect that Mr. Qin would turn their story into a movie. He used visual effects to show their memories over the years. The girl who played Hua Min in the movie played the role of Vice Director Hua. She went from an innocent girl to the mother of twins. Suddenly, Hua Min felt as if everything had happened in her previous life. The people watching the movie also shed tears many times. They only knew that Mr. and Mrs. Qin were very close. Mr. Qin was a wife-doting maniac, but they didn't expect so many things to happen between them over the years. Qin Shu and Hua Min teetered on the edge of life and death several times. In the end, the two of them were still together, holding hands and walking away. After the movie, Hua Min used up 2 packs of tissues to cry. They say that pregnant women are emotional. I didn't expect you to have such a big reaction. Qin Shu carefully wiped her tears with a tissue. He didn't want to hurt her, so he used just the right amount of strength. I'm a crying goddess now, don't you know? Hua Min smiled with tears in her eyes. Now I know, crying goddess. Honey, thank you. This is really the most special gift you've given me. Hua Min's heart warmed. She reached out her arms and hugged Qin Shu's broad waist. You're welcome, crying goddess. Are you hungry? Xian's ramen? It's so late they're still open. The weather had turned cold, and Xian's ramen was a small noodle shop with few customers in the middle of the night. I can do it for you. Then, a bunch of keys appeared in his hand. You didn't get her keys, did you? Hua Min was surprised. Congratulations, you know how to answer first. Just like that, to Hua Min's surprise, the two of them arrived at Xian's ramen. Qin Shu opened the door with the keys. Hua Min sat at the small table. Qin Shu carefully recalled the noodle-making skills he had learned from the boss. The soup was made in advance by the owner, so it could be used after heating it up. It wasn't until Qin Shu served the noodles that Hua Min realized that it wasn't a dream. Honey, I think we won't starve to death in the future. At least you know how to make noodles. When we can't survive anymore, you can set up a stall to sell noodles. Hua Min joked. Okay, madam. You can collect money and I'll make noodles. Qin Shu was very cooperative. Honey, do you know how I feel right now? Hua Min held her chopsticks and asked Qin Shu impatiently before she could take a bite. Chapter 36-33. Yeah, I'm guessing that you love me to death. Mr. Chin answered calmly. Ha ha ha. You're so narcissistic. Huamin was amused. Chin Chu was only as childish as a child in front of her. I actually wanted to say, everything you did today brought me back to my teenage years. I suddenly feel like I'm 10 years younger. Huamian's eyes shone with a strange light as she spoke. Yes, she felt like she was young again, full of vitality and positive energy. Okay, goddess of tears, eat it while it's hot. It'll get cold soon. Chin Chu gently reminded her. Just then, Huamin turned around and saw the bodyguard sitting in the car. Honey, why don't we make more? Everyone seems hungry. Isn't it inappropriate for us to eat here? She thought Mr. Chin would refuse. However, he got up and walked to the kitchen again. Before he got up, he said, Go and call them over. Huamin immediately waved his hand excitedly. Get out of the car, all of you. Hurry up. Hearing a young lady's call, a dozen bodyguards got out of the car one after another. Then, they followed Huamin's instructions and sat down at the small table. A young lady. Do you mean the boss is going to cook noodles for us? A bodyguard asked dumbfoundedly. No. It's not noodles. It's ramen. It's delicious. I almost finished a bowl. Huamin was very proud. No, it's too much trouble for our boss. The bodyguard were used to Chin Chu's cold face and were not used to their boss asking such questions. It's okay. My husband is super nice. He just doesn't like to talk nonsense. Don't be afraid and eat in peace. Huamin chatted with everyone. They even talked about movies. Many of the bodyguards knew that a young lady was very amiable, so they chatted more and more. There were even some gossipy people who asked about the interesting things they did when they were young. Huamian's eyebrows danced as she talked, as if she was a chatterbox. Chin Chu occasionally looked over in the kitchen. He saw Huamin sitting there, gesturing and smiling brightly. Yes, he loved Huamin like this, a carefree and happy girl. He would let her be by his side for the rest of her life. After they finished eating, they didn't rush to get out of the car. Huamin was in a good mood and suggested they go for a walk. Chin Chu held her hand, and they strolled in the middle of the night. Because this place was very close to the school, it was the back street of Second High School. Therefore, the two of them began to stroll around the school. Honey, I'm very happy tonight. Your happiness is more important than anything else. Chin Chu stroked her long hair. Actually, I don't need to prepare any surprises or gifts for my birthday now. The main thing is that we're together as a family. With you and the children by my side, I'm full of happiness. We'll be with you every year. Pudding and Little Bean will get married one day. Huamian felt a little sad at the thought. Getting married and celebrating your birthday don't conflict with each other. Haha, you're right. When they bring their boyfriends back, our family will be even livelier. Okay. Chin Chu nodded and smiled, but there seemed to be something in his eyes. Honey, is there something on your mind? Yes. Tell me, I want to hear it. Mian, do you know how many people I've killed in the past 2 months? Chin Chu changed the topic. Huamin didn't say anything. Chin Chu answered word by word. There are 36 people in total. 20 of them are outstanding killers, and the remaining 16 are retired mercenaries from the Special Forces. Some of them lurk near the hospital, some lurk on your way home from work, some lurk at the children's school, and some even lurk at Sky Blessing Court. They want to kill Mom and Jixin. Huamin was slightly shocked. Chapter 36-34. You didn't expect it, right? Yeah, I really didn't expect it to be so much. If Chin Chu hadn't told her these things, she wouldn't have imagined them even if she was beaten to death. So, honey, your identity has been exposed. This is what I was most afraid of. Our family may face a lot of danger in the future. Are you afraid? Huamin shook his head. No, I know you'll protect me. Yeah, in the future, even if we die, we'll die together. Chin Chu held Huamin's hand tightly. He seemed to have made up his mind. Ian, Nalo, and Huasiqian, who was rescued by an unknown force, and the person who wanted to buy Huamin at a high price from the human traffickers. There were too many terrifying forces behind them. Chin Chu was tense all the time and didn't dare to let his guard down. He was afraid that he couldn't protect Huamin. Bah, don't say those inauspicious things. We're both going to live a long life. If someone dies, it's those people. Okay. Qin Chu smiled. Honey, did I drag everyone down with me? If that day really comes, and they only want to use me to threaten Dad, I'll go out. You take good care of Pudding and Little Bean. Do you think it's possible? You have to do this for the kids. I won't anymore. We've been through so much over the years, but you still don't understand. Without you, how am I going to live on? Put yourself in my shoes. If I were the one who died, would you still be happy for the rest of your life? Honey, let's not be separated anymore. I'm really scared. Hearing this, Huamin reached out and hugged Qin Chu's neck tightly. It was as if he would disappear at any moment. Did you just say that you're going out and wanting to protect the kids? Are you that great? Qin Chu laughed. I was just bragging. Don't take it seriously. Huh, you are like a child. Qin Chu nodded dotingly at Huamin's head. Then, the couple got in the car and went home. The next morning, it was Huamin's birthday. The birthday party started at 7:30 p.m. Therefore, she felt that since she had nothing to do during the day, she had to go to South Side to take a look. On the way to South Side, Huamin sent a WeChat message to everyone in the group. To be exact, it was an announcement. Announcement, everyone attending my birthday party tonight, please do not bring any birthday gifts. There will be security guards at the door to check. You can only bring your cell phones, wallets, and whatnot. Those who refuse to accept gifts will be kicked out. Haha, that's a good rule. It saves money. Zhu Lingling jumped out and laughed. Then I'll leave the present I prepared for you next year. Jiang Xiaowei said. Sister Mian, if you don't accept the gifts, then we'll all be freeloaders, and I Yang joked. It's okay. The Qin family is rich and powerful. Let's eat as much as we want, Huamin replied. Sis-in-law, wait a minute. The Tang family is the organizer this time, not the Qin family. How can you let everyone eat as much as they want? Tang Chuan jumped out anxiously and accused Huamin of cheating. Tang Chuan, what's wrong with my sister-in-law eating and drinking as much as you want? If I'm not happy, I'll ask you for more than 1 billion yuan in betrothal gifts. Haha, Ning Ning, I was just joking. Why do you take it so seriously? Are you stupid? Anyway, this is the first time we're holding a birthday party for my sister-in-law. Don't embarrass me. Okay. Yes, boss honey. Sui was right. Tang Chuan had completely lost his integrity and followed Qin Ning's lead. Everyone discussed for a long time. Zhu Lingling suddenly gossiped. Hey, why isn't Su Yu saying anything? Did he prepare the gifts? Haha. Only then did everyone realize that Su Yu hadn't said a word. Chapter 36-35. I won't say anything. I'll just watch you guys show off, Su Yu suddenly said. Everyone was speechless. Lord Su, what did you prepare for Dr. Hui this year? Gold bars or gold bricks? A cruise ship or a spaceship? Zhu Lingling teased him. I really did prepare a big gift today. Please tell us. Tell us. Yeah, I'm really curious. Lord Su always spends a lot of money every year. I wonder what it is this year. Everyone couldn't wait. Everyone knew that Qin Chu wouldn't be angry if they teased him like this. After all, Mr. Qin was also in the group, and no one wanted to avoid him. Sis, I'll bet a pack of spicy sticks that handsome Su prepared something super expensive for Mommy this year. Do you think it's a blue and white porcelain antique or a painting by Qi Baisher? Little Bean asked. I think he'll surprise everyone this year. Why do you say that? Little Bean didn't understand. That's handsome Su's temper. The more he bluffs, the more he's up to no good. Pudding analyzed. I don't believe you. You seem to know our handsome Su very well. Do you want to bet? Do you still have money to bet with me? Yes. Grandpa gave me 500 yuan yesterday. I haven't had the time to buy ice cream yet. Little Bean happily took out 5 100 yuan bills from her small wallet. 500 yuan. You're really rich. Although Pudding didn't care about 500 yuan, she still agreed to the bet in order to make Little Bean accept her loss. Then, everyone held their phones and waited for Su Yu to reveal it in the group chat. Just then, Su Yu sent a short video. In it, Su Yu sang "Happy Birthday to You" with tone-deaf notes. After the video ended, Zhu Lingling urged, Lord Su, stop wasting time. Hurry up and reveal it. We're all waiting. It's already been revealed. Zhu Lingling, Jiang Xiaowei. Don't tell me that it's actually a song that you sang yourself. Congratulations, Dr. Jiang. You got it right. Everyone vomited blood again. Pudding reached out her hand calmly and looked at Little Bean. Pay up. Fuck. My 500 yuan is even more wrong than dough. A bet is a bet. Fine, fine. I'll give it to you. I'm going to talk to Handsome Sue later. What kind of stupid gift is this? In the car, Huamin was laughing so hard that he was almost out of breath. Lord Su is so talented. Huamin couldn't help but exclaim. They didn't expect Su Yu to be so naughty and tease everyone in the morning. After watching everyone having fun, Huamin issued another warning. Listen up. I'm not joking. I'm serious. If you bring a gift, don't blame me for being merciless and kicking you out. Ha! So, just bring your cell phones. You can take pictures and post them on WeChat Moments, Huamin reminded them again. Then if we give you a phone, wouldn't we be able to bring it in? Wei Liao's words made everyone burst into laughter again. Huamin, Dr. Jiang, control your husband. He's here to make trouble for me in the morning. My husband is right. Giving you a cell phone is a good idea. Security, remember that Jiang Xiaowei and her husband can't even bring their cell phones in. Huamin said seriously. Time passed quickly as they joked around in the WeChat group. When they were about to arrive at the hospital, Huamin received a private message from President Hua. Happy birthday. Thank you and see you tonight. Get on the boat with Su Yu early. Of course. President Hua, I want to ask, will Lu Yin come today? Chapter 3636. And, to be honest, I'm really not sure because Yin hasn't contacted me. The things you prepared for her last time are still with me, so I really can't answer your question. Okay, then I got it. Thank you, President Hua. Xiao, Yin's tone carried a hint of disappointment. Huamin arrived at the hospital as usual. She didn't expect to hear a bang as soon as she entered the hall. There were fireworks all over the floor. Then all the medical staff at Southside stood in 2 rows. Vice Director, happy birthday. You'll always be beautiful. The slogans were actually the same. Huamin was really not prepared at all. Therefore, he was truly shocked. Just as her little heart was still pounding, President Wu, who she hadn't seen in a long time, walked out of the crowd. He was wearing a white coat. President Wu, why are you here? Because she hadn't informed him in advance, Huamin was very surprised to see President Wu. As the best doctor in our hospital and the most outstanding director, I have a birthday present for you. President Wu's assistant handed over a silk banner. There were 2 lines of words written on it. Good doctors feeling cure illness divine technique, silent cure illness. President Wu, this is my birthday present to you on behalf of all the staff in our hospital. Then, President Wu picked up a silk banner with the most popular doctor written on it and hung it on Huamin's body. At that moment, Huamin felt like she was about to float. There was a deafening applause in the hall. Huamin had never dreamed of flowers and applause. But at this moment, she was happy and gratified. She had done a good job and deserved everyone's approval. That was enough. In this life, she had worked hard to be a doctor. Even though she was the vice director of management, she still often went to the departments she was familiar with and discussed the patient's conditions with the doctors. She really didn't think she was great. It wasn't a doctor's job to treat patients and save people. But at this moment, she was happy because she had received everyone's approval. Vice Director Hua, we love you. The slogans rang out in unison again. Huamin smiled shyly, with tears in his eyes. This was an unimaginable scene. He could only say that he was moved. President Wu raised his hand and adjusted his glasses. Then, he looked at Huamin and spoke slowly. Mian, it's been hard on you these past few years. You've witnessed the rise of Southside and led the medical field in this city to great progress. You're the pride of Sea City and all of us medical staff. Don't, President Wu. Don't say that. I'm not that noble. I'm just doing my job. I'm not working for free. I'm getting paid. Huamin felt a little ashamed. There's no need to be humble. Everyone knows what kind of person you are. Anyway, I hope that you can continue to move forward with the Southern District. President Wu's words put Huamin in a difficult position. Originally, she planned to quit her job after she gave birth to her second child and go to GK to help her husband. But now, President Wu's words clearly meant that he wanted to give her the heavy responsibility. President Wu, the truth is, Huamin gritted his teeth and wanted to say what was on his mind. Mian, I'm getting old. I've already submitted my retirement report. Once it's approved, I'll retire to the second line. You're retiring? So soon? Huamin had been busy with the hospital and didn't notice that President Wu was about to retire. Chapter 36-37. I'm an old man, and I can't keep occupying this position. I suggested to the higher-ups that you be the director, but they said you're still too young and need to be tested. But I believe you'll pass the test. When I'm gone, you must continue to manage the first hospital in South Side. They are my blood, sweat, and tears. They're like my children. What about you? I'm going abroad to live with Shui and her family. Their clinic is doing very well. Shui is worried that I won't be able to stay idle after retirement, so she wants me to help them. You're really leaving? Huamian's eyes were filled with reluctance. In fact, she was very lucky to have such a good leader like Director Wu. All good things must come to an end. The sun will set one day. It's better to give opportunities to young people like you. President Wu patted Huamin's shoulder and said. When they returned to the office, Huamin still couldn't calm down. Sister Mian, you're going to be the director, our ultimate boss. Are you happy? Chun Jie asked excitedly. To be honest, I'm nervous. I'm afraid I can't do it well. Huamin told the truth. Of course not. In fact, you're already doing President Wu's work. In the past year, President Wu has been busy with meetings and flying all over the country. You've been doing almost all the work here. So when he retires, no one is more suitable than you. I think you'll be the youngest director of a Class 3 Grade A hospital in our city, no, in the country. Haha, you're not even 30 years old, but you're already in charge of 2 of the biggest Class 3 Grade A hospitals. If word gets out, I'm afraid many people's jaws will drop. Chun Jie was a low-key person and was rarely this happy. But this time, she was truly happy for Huamin. Huamin didn't care. After all, it didn't matter to her whether it was the vice director or director Zhong. All she liked was this job. President Wu was retiring and handing over all the power to her. This wasn't a surprise, but a few days ago, she had promised Mr. Qin that she would wholeheartedly help her husband with his business. Was he going to be slapped in the face so soon? Moreover, if her husband knew about this, would he be very disappointed? For a moment, Huamin's heart was in turmoil, and he couldn't decide what to do. She even wanted to talk to Director Wu and ask the higher-ups to transfer a director over. However, looking at the trust in President Wu's eyes, she felt that she couldn't say anything. I really don't think I'm that good. I'm already very satisfied with my current situation. Sister Mian, and I Yang, and I prepared a gift for you. I said no. Do you still want to board the ship? Huamin laughed. It's not expensive. It's just a small token of our appreciation. Then, Chun Jie secretly took out a small red box from the pocket of her white lab coat. She opened it in front of Huamin. Inside was a very small and exquisite longevity lock. This is silver, so it's very cheap. However, the words on it were engraved by N.I. Yang. He said it was meaningful to give it to his nephew. Huamin lowered his head and looked at the words on the longevity lock, peace and happiness. Chun Jie had been with Huamin for a long time, so she knew his temper very well. Seeing that it was silver and N.I. Yang had personally engraved it, Huamin didn't refuse. Then I'll thank Uncle N.I. Yang and Auntie on behalf of the baby. Huamin accepted the gift with a smile. Just then, someone knocked on the door. Vice Director, there's a patient who wants to register with you. Do you want to take him? Outside the door, a doctor shouted into Huamin's office. Chapter 36-38. Sister Mian, I'll go turn it down for you. Chun Jie stood up and was about to leave when Huamin stopped her. There's no need for that. Since my name was called, she must be someone who knows me. Let her in then. But won't she be in danger? Don't worry. Aren't the bodyguards patrolling outside? Huamin smiled. Furthermore, she was no longer the weak and powerless person she used to be. She had poisonous pets and silver needles. She felt like she was becoming more and more like a miracle doctor. Huamin always gave opportunities to those who wanted to see him. Of course, she didn't expect to see Jiang Yi, whom she hadn't seen in a long time. Jiang Yi? Do you remember who he was? He was the veteran best actor and a big shot in the entertainment industry. He had a crush on Huamin for a long time. They weren't friends, but they weren't enemies either. Jiang Yi spent most of his time in Jing City. So, Huamin hadn't seen him in a long time. Selfishly speaking, if he didn't come to see Huamin, Huamin would have forgotten about him. Jiang Yi walked in with a bouquet of lilies in his hand. Happy birthday, Dr. Hua. You didn't come here just to celebrate my birthday, did you? Huamin narrowed his eyes and asked. Haha, I haven't seen you in so long and you're still so narcissistic. Do you think that's possible? If I celebrate your birthday with you, can you reimburse me for my round-trip ticket? Huamin, I'll stop teasing you. Let's get back to business. I have a promotion for a movie and happen to pass by. Then, I heard people in the industry talking about young Master Tang celebrating your birthday on a luxurious cruise ship. Is there a new movie coming out? Huamin avoided the topic of his birthday and asked about the movie. Yeah, basically one movie a year. Otherwise, I'll eat and drink whatever I want. I can't really go hungry, right? Jiang Yi laughed. No, why would you go hungry? You're the best actor. Don't insult me. What kind of best actor am I? I'm already past my prime. Nowadays, it's the world of the little fresh meats. Even those born after 2000 have appeared on the scene. I, who's born after 70, have long sunk into the sea like a stone. No, actors compete with their acting skills. You're an actor, not just a celebrity. Oh, it's rare to hear such compliments from a senior doctor. It seems like I made the right decision to come here today. Thank you for coming to Sea City to see me. You're about to have your second child, right? Jiang Yi asked. Yes, there are only a few months left. You're really fast. In the blink of an eye, you're almost a mother of 3. But you're still single, so you have to work hard. Huamin smiled. That mouth of yours has always been unforgiving, haha. Jiang Yi was getting better and better at facing Huamin. He really liked this girl. In the beginning, he was curious. Then, he got to know her character. Then, he got to know everything that Huamin had done in the hospital. He truly admired this outstanding woman from the bottom of his heart. But he no longer had any wishful thinking. The more he got to know Huamin, the more he felt that he wasn't good enough for such an outstanding woman. Even someone like Su Yu couldn't get her, let alone an actor like him. How long are you staying this time? I'm leaving on a plane tonight. Then you can't come on the cruise? Huamin sent a disguised invitation. No, I don't want your husband to be upset when he sees his love rival. You think you're a love rival? My husband isn't even jealous of someone like Su Yu, let alone you. Okay, stop showing off. You know I'm single, yet you still want to bully me. You should take care of yourself. There are a lot of people on the cruise tonight, and it's too messy. Who knows if someone will sneak onto the cruise and try to harm you. So, you should be careful, Jiang Yi advised. You're talking about? Huamin was smart and immediately understood what Jiang Yi was implying. It seemed like he didn't come here just to see her. Chapter 36-39. Huamian, I know we're not friends, and I can't interfere too much in your life. But when I hear about you, I'm still worried about you. I don't know if this news is accurate or not, but I heard that Hu Yinyin somehow got an invitation to your birthday party. She's your nemesis, right? If she shows up at your birthday party, nothing good will come out of it, so you have to be careful. How did you get this news? Hu Yinyin has been hanging out with an investor. I don't know if it's for money or something else. I heard it at a dinner party by accident. Jiang Yi, thank you for telling me this. Huamin knew Hua Yinyin wouldn't let it go so easily, but she was still grateful that Jiang Yi told her this out of kindness. You don't have to thank me. I just think it's not easy for you to get to where you are now. You're pregnant, and there are so many bitches who want to make trouble for you. You must take good care of yourself. Okay, I will. Oh, I have a friend who's also in the film and television industry. She's a newcomer with a good foundation. She graduated from a dance academy. You can promote her if you have the chance. Isn't it better to ask Suyu for help? Jiang Yi chuckled. I don't want her to have a high starting point. I'm afraid she'll get carried away and lose sight of herself. So, I'd rather she take it one step at a time. You're a mature and far-sighted person. Okay, stop praising me. Okay, give me your friend's name and phone number. I'll recommend her if I have the chance. Okay, I'll send it to you. Huamin picked up his cell phone and sent the information to Jiang Yi. Then Jiang Yi left the hospital. He came to visit Huamin with flowers, which made Huamin feel grateful. As for Huayin, she really couldn't do anything to her. She wasn't even afraid of Huayin when she was in her prime, let alone Huayin who was like a stray dog. On the other side, hearing that Huamin didn't accept her birthday gift, Han Yueyao felt conflicted. He couldn't really not give anything, right? But if he brought a gift, he wouldn't be able to board the ship. He would not be able to fulfill his promise to Suyu. After much consideration, she ran out during the lunch break. She went to a busy street in the city center and found a large chain of pregnancy and baby stores. Miss, what would you like to buy? Let me introduce you. Do you have clothes for a newborn baby? Yes, we do. Come over here. We have a newborn gift bag here. There are clothes, pants, hats, socks, and gloves inside. It's a good deal. There's a total of 11 pieces. What color should the little boy wear? Blue or yellow will do. She thought for a moment and nodded. Then I'll take the blue one. Okay, this box is 1,980 yuan. It's so expensive. Han Yueyao was surprised. Children's clothes cost 2,000 yuan. We are a big brand. We guarantee the quality. Okay, wrap it up. Make it beautiful. Just like that, Han Yueyao chose a set of exquisite gift bags for Huamin's unborn child. Although it was nothing for Huamin and the others. But it was more than her monthly living expenses. She had always been frugal here. She didn't accept any of the money from Suyu's mother. She wanted to live with dignity. When she walked out with the gift bag, she suddenly heard someone call her from behind. Han Yueyao. It was a man's voice. It can't be Suyu again, right? I've been seeing him a lot lately. It seems so, she murmured to herself and turned around. She was surprised to see that it wasn't Suyu. Chapter 3640. It's you. Seeing that it was Lin Heng, Han Yueyao was surprised. You're alone. Yeah. Have you eaten? No. Then let's go. I'll take you to eat. Then, before Han Yueyao could reply, Lin Heng walked ahead of her. Hey, I don't want to eat. I have something to do. Later, Lin Heng didn't seem to hear what Han Yueyao said. Instead, he took her to a popular beef soup and rice restaurant. It was a small restaurant. Little Lin, did you bring your girlfriend here today? The waitress seemed to know Lin Heng and seemed to be familiar with him. No, we're friends. Lin Heng seemed to blush. Annie Ru, 2 servings of beef soup and rice. Okay. The waitress turned around to cook. What do you want to drink? Soda will be fine. Lin Heng stood up and took out 2 bottles of sparkling water from the fridge. Then he unscrewed them for Han Yueyao. Is her restaurant delicious? Han Yueyao looked around and saw that the place was less than 60 square meters in size and was packed with people. There was even a line outside. Try it and you'll know. Okay. Han Yueyao lowered her head and didn't say more. Why'd you buy newborn clothes? Are you pregnant? Damn it. You're the one who's pregnant. Han Yueyao looked up in disgust. I was just kidding. You actually took it seriously. Lin Heng said seriously and picked up the sparkling water to drink. Han Yueyao, your joke isn't funny at all. Ahem. Lin Heng was really embarrassed and couldn't continue chatting with this woman. She had never been like Su Xiao, who gave him face and supported him. Soon, the waitress brought the soup and rice to them one by one. Han Yueyao had planned to send the food to Huamin at South Side after shopping. She hadn't planned to eat, but she didn't expect to meet this guy and be forced to eat beef soup and rice. How's the taste? Lin Heng asked. I have to say it's not bad. Han Yueyao was addicted to the food. She lowered her head and kept eating without the burden of an idol. Lin Heng kept looking at her with an indescribable look in his eyes. How old are you? What? Just asking. Not as old as you anyway. Aren't you a little older than Su Xiao? She's not as young as Xiao. Yes, it's good to be bigger. Mature. What are you talking to yourself about? Han Yueyao didn't hear Lin Heng's murmur. Thank you for that day at the police station. Why are you thanking me? You should thank Xiao. If she didn't go to her uncle, Han Yueyao almost blurted it out. Realizing that he had said too much, he immediately shut his mouth. I know that her uncle is Su Yu. You know? Han Yueyao was surprised. That's right, I've always known. It's precisely because she's from the Su family that I've never intended to be friends with Xiao. How can a bunch of stinky car mechanics like us be worthy of the Su family's golden branches and jade leaves? Don't say that. We're not in the olden days anymore. We don't care about matching in social status. Xiao's feelings for you, before she could finish, Lin Heng interrupted her. He raised his head and looked into Han Yueyao's eyes. Then, he stared at her face and enunciated each word clearly. Han Yueyao, will you be my girlfriend? Cough, cough, cough. Han Yueyao almost choked on the beef soup in her mouth. Are you okay? Lin Heng hurriedly handed her a tissue. I'm fine. Hee, brother, you're so funny. Han Yueyao laughed awkwardly. Chapter 36:41. I'm not joking. Han Yueyao, I have feelings for you. Han Yueyao, although I don't have anything, I'll try my best to be good to you. Will you be with me? Wait, Xiao has liked you for a long time. Do you know that? Han Yueyao asked. I know. Then you should be with her. I don't like her. Han Yueyao, I feel that this thing is magical. I've known Su Xiao for so long, but I've never felt anything for her. But for you, I've only met you a few times, and I feel something for you. If we didn't meet by chance today, I would have come to you in the next few days to confess my love to you. I'm a northern man. I'm straightforward and will tell you what I like. So, I hope you won't be scared by me. I'm indeed a little scared by you. Han Yueyao was so embarrassed that she didn't know what to say. She had never thought that one day, in such a small restaurant, there was a sea of people and noises could be heard everywhere. But the man opposite her could still confess without batting an eyelid. Don't be afraid. If you want, we'll be together. If you don't want, I won't force you. Although we're just hooligans, my brothers are all reasonable people. Then why did you get Xiao drunk? Han Yueyao immediately asked about what happened last time. Xiao was angry with me and asked to drink. I swear I won't force her. Okay. Even so, I think it's too abrupt. Lin Heng, we really don't know each other well. Who said you don't like each other? It's just that I didn't think about it at all. Besides, if Xiao finds out, she'll be very sad. I'll tell her. After all, I've never dated her. Don't worry. The problem is, I don't plan to date you. Han Yueyao tried her best to persuade him. You don't like me? Is it because I don't have money? Lin Heng felt inferior. Han Yueyao was a great beauty and had graduated from a dance academy. Although her family was ordinary, it was still a scholarly family. Now that she had entered Imperial Star, she might become successful one day. He knew he was a toad lusting after a swan, but he couldn't control himself. Every time he saw Han Yueyao, the happiness spread in his heart. No, it has nothing to do with money. I'm not bragging. Even if you're a rich kid, you drive a sports car, you have a mansion, and you confess to me, I still won't accept you. Let me put it this way. You don't like Su Xiao because you don't have feelings for her. I feel the same way about you. I see. Lin Heng was a little disappointed. Boss, how much is it? 48 yuan in total. The shop owner looked at Han Yueyao and then at Lin Heng. Here's 50. Keep the change. Your family's food is delicious. Then she left 50 yuan on the table and walked out. To be more precise, he was running. Lin Heng stood rooted to the ground, but he didn't chase after her. This was the first time in his life that he had confessed, and he was rejected so easily. Little Lin, isn't that little Xiao who came before also doing well? The lady boss saw through him and comforted him. Lin Heng smiled and didn't say anything else. She was the only one who understood this feeling. Su Xiaoxiao took a taxi and rushed back. She was afraid that she would be scolded by the supervisor if she was late. Unexpectedly, at the entrance of the lobby, Su was walking out. The two bumped into each other. President Su, come on, take this. Han Yueyao stuffed the baby gift into Su Yu's arms. The employees passing by all looked at them strangely. What was going on? President Su was a newcomer in the company, and he was holding a baby gift bag. What do you mean, Han Yueyao? Su Yu's face darkened. Chapter 3642. President Su, please take it to Sister Mian for me. Thank you. Han Yueyao clasped her hands and said. Han Yueyao put her palms together. Then she hurried back to her department. She stuffed the baby gift bag into Su Yu's arms, and the other employees looked at them. What are you looking at? Don't you need to go to work? Su Yu glared at them. Seeing their boss in a bad mood, the employees hurried back to their posts and didn't dare to say anything. Here, take it. Embarrassed, Su Yu handed the bag to President Su. I don't want to take it, and rarely disobeyed his boss's orders, but as a man, he didn't want to be a sissy with a baby gift bag. Whoa, now you don't even listen to me. Do you still want me to take you to the birthday party? Do you still want to see your beloved Liu Yin? Su Yu immediately caught Anne's weakness. President Su, it's not nice of you to threaten me like this. We're two big men. How can we hold this thing? Why don't we throw it away in the trash? And also came up with a bad idea. Okay, throw in the trash can over there. Su Yu would only do it. Before they could take action, Han Yueyao's call came. President Su, this is my gift for Sister Mian's unborn baby. If you don't take it from me and dare to lose it, you'll have to compensate me 100 times more. I bought it for 1,980 yuan, so you'll have to pay me 199,800 yuan. Are you robbing me? Su Yu said in a huff. Ha, it's up to you. Even if you have the money and are willing to compensate me, Sister Mian will be heartbroken if she knows you lost my gift halfway. Don't try to fool me. Mian didn't even see it. How can she be heartbroken? Su Yu rolled his eyes. I'm sorry. I took a picture of it and showed it to Sister Mian. She already knows. Damn it. Han Yueyao, how come I didn't know you were so cunning? Same here. Ha! Just do as you see fit, my big boss. Standing on the second floor, Han Yueyao looked at Su Yu and in through the glass and intended to throw them away. Therefore, he quickly made a warning call. Truth be told, Su Yu was not afraid of losing money. He was really afraid that Huamin would be sad. Taking the phone, Su Yu waved his hand. Don't throw it away. Give it to me. President Su, are we really going to give it to President? Stop talking nonsense. Let's go. Su Yu carried the big gift bag in his hand, lowered his head, and quickened his pace toward the door. Pleased with the success, Han Yueyao went back to work. However, she suddenly thought a problem. Lin Heng's confession to her was real, right? Was it a dream? Would there be trouble in the future? If Xiao Xiao knew about this while she was lost in her thoughts, she saw a commotion in the department. What's going on? Why are you all gathering around? Han Yueyao stopped a staff member and asked curiously. Best actor Jiang Yi is here. I admire him. Haha, I have to get his autograph and take a photo with him. Only then did Han Yueyao realize. Working at Imperial Star, she was used to seeing celebrities. But Jiang Yi was different. He wasn't an artist of Imperial Star and had been popular for a long time in China. He was still active on the big screen. So, many people were obsessed with him. Han Yueyao didn't like to join the crowd, so she just watched from afar as people went to ask for autographs and photos. Excuse me, who is Han Yueyao? Jiang Yi looked around with a smile. Han Yueyao's hands paused slightly as she organized the documents. Chapter 3643. Yao Yao, the superstar is calling for you. Come here. Seeing that Han Yueyao didn't move, the department head urged her. Han Yueyao put down the documents in her hand and walked over. You're Han Yueyao? Jiang Yi sized up the girl in front of him. She was indeed talented. He believed that the person recommended by Huamin wouldn't be bad. I am. Oh, you want to act? Jiang Ye's question was very direct. This made the onlookers look at Han Yueyao strangely. Yes, Han Yueyao decided to tell the truth. If she pretended, it would make her seem more fake. Big brother Jiang, she's just a newbie. She's temporarily doing odd jobs in our department. Don't take her words too seriously. The department head was afraid that Han Yueyao would say something wrong, so he quickly tried to smooth things over. Jiang Yi didn't pay any attention to the department head. He looked at Han Yueyao and asked, "How is the crying scene?" "It's okay. Perform it. The 1-minute countdown starts now." Then, Jiang Yi looked down at his watch. Everyone snickered, waiting to see this woman make a fool of herself. Shedding tears in 1 minute was a piece of cake for a professional actress. But for a non-professional actress who had never received formal training and had never acted in a movie before, it was already very difficult. Those who didn't know the situation thought that Jiang Yi was ordered by someone to deliberately cause trouble for Han Yueyao. So, they were all waiting to see a good show. However, less than 10 seconds had passed since Jiang Yi had finished speaking. Han Yueyao's face was already covered in tears. The surrounding onlookers sighed. Not bad. Jiang Yi looked at the girl and nodded in agreement. So, superstar, I performed all that I needed to perform. The test is over. What's your goal? Han Yueyao thought that a big shot like the best actor wouldn't tease her on purpose. From the moment he knew her name, he was definitely here for her. At first, she thought that Gao Yeruo had used her connections to embarrass her. But when she looked into Jiang Ye's eyes, she didn't find a trace of hostility in his eyes. I recently changed my career to become a producer. I'm in charge of Qing Dynasty drama. The female lead has already been booked. It's a rising star, Tian Rongrong. Now, we need a second female lead. It's a part of the harem. Are you interested in the villain role? After Jiang Yi asked this question, the crowd sighed. Big brother Jiang, the department head, was also dumbfounded. She was an inexperienced newbie. It was good enough that she could play the role of a maid. She was even invited by Jiang Yi to play the second female lead. Such a good thing. If it was an ordinary girl, she would definitely be so excited that she would jump up. But when he looked at Han Yueyao, she looked calm. She tilted her head and pondered for a moment before asking, "Who is the male lead?" "Me," Jiang Yi said. "But how?" "Yes, Han Yueyao wanted to be an actress, so she could earn more money. That was why she asked so directly in front of Jiang Yi. Han Yueyao, are you stupid? Big brother Jiang is willing to give you a chance. Even if it costs you money, you should do it," an experienced agent reminded her in a low voice. "That's not realistic. I don't have the money. Plus, as an actress, it's normal to get paid. What's wrong with asking about my salary?" "No problem. How about this? I'll ask my agent to talk to you about your salary." Jiang Yu wasn't angry at all. "Okay." Han Yueyao nodded, satisfied with the result. Jiang Yi smiled and turned to leave. Han Yueyao chased after him again and asked in a low voice, "Who asked Mr. Jiang to take care of me?" Chapter 3644. Jiang Yi smiled mysteriously. A benefactor. Looking at Jiang Ye's back, Han Yueyao frowned slightly. At first, she thought Suyu had hired someone to do it for her. But Suyu was her boss. If he wanted to help her, he wouldn't have gone through so much trouble. So, there was only one person left. Suyu didn't plan to see Huamin during the day. But after getting this hot potato, he had no choice but to go. Suyu's black Lamborghini stopped at the entrance of Southside. A group of nurses began to have feelings for him. "Young Master Su. Young Master Su, are you here to see your mother? She didn't come to work today." "No." Suyu waved his hand awkwardly. Fortunately, he ran into Chun Jie at the elevator on the first floor. "Is Mian in the office?" "Yeah, she is." Chun Jie looked down at the gift in Suyu's hand as she spoke. I didn't give it to her. Someone asked me to give it to her." Suyu explained awkwardly. "Oh, then go upstairs and see her." Huamin was looking at an ultrasound image of a pregnant woman with an abnormal fetal position on his computer. Suyu knocked on the door and walked in. "I don't accept gifts today." Huamin was afraid that Suyu would give him something valuable, so he immediately shut his mouth. "I didn't buy it. Someone asked me to give it to you." Didn't you see the picture before? This is it. Then, so you placed the gift bag on Huamin's desk with a thud. It was obvious that he was extremely dissatisfied with that woman. What picture? Huamin was also confused. Who gave it to you? Huamin asked again. Suyu immediately realized that he was fooled by that little girl again. Damn it. I'll teach her a lesson tonight. Suyu made up his mind. What's going on? Who sent it? Han Yueyao. Suyu said grumpily. Why you look so angry? You gave her the money. That's not it. But she probably bought these with the money she extorted from me. Suyu was exasperated at the thought of her talking about money again and again. Huh. It sounds like a lot has happened between the two of you recently. Don't mention it. You don't even know the true face of your distant cousin, do you? What true face? Huamin picked up a newborn gift bag and looked at it carefully. He felt that it was quite cute. It was blue for little boys, which meant that this girl was thoughtful. She's simply a money grubber. All she thinks about is money. I've never seen such a realistic girl. Haven't you seen it now? Hey, I say you're teasing me. I don't dare. Big brother you're a man of few words. If I tease you, you'll kill me. Don't talk nonsense. Who wants to kill you? Suyu said it in a low voice, and Huamin didn't hear it clearly. Okay, I won't keep you any longer. I'm leaving. See you tonight. Suyu didn't want to linger. He was so angry at Han Yueyao that his good mood was gone. After Suyu left, Huamin received a WeChat message from Han Yueyao. Sister Mian, the gift is for the baby, not you. So, you have no right to refuse it. Did that big idiot Suyu deliver it safely? Huamin chuckled and replied, Yeah, it's here. Thank you for the gift, Yao. I thank you on behalf of the baby. A young lady, your package. The bodyguard scanned the package and found it wasn't dangerous, flammable, or explosive. Then he handed it to Huamin. It was an exquisitely wrapped box with white lace tied into a bow. It was beautiful and dreamy. Huamin looked at the package. There was no name on it. Only the address and name of Huamin's hospital were written on it. However, such a mysterious atmosphere made her feel a little uncomfortable. That feeling was indescribable. It was as if her chest was being blocked by someone. Chapter 36:45. Huamin carefully opened the package. Inside was a dress. To be more precise, it was a wedding gown. It was white. It lay quietly in the box. However, Huamin's uneasiness grew stronger and stronger. Her instincts told her not to look at it anymore. She should throw it away and pretend she never received this gift. However, her curiosity told her that she had to see what it was that made it so mysterious. Huamin licked her dry lips and suddenly picked up the white veil with one hand. Then her heart skipped a beat. It was really that dress. It was the one Huasi Qian had given her to wear during the strange wedding at the cliff. Because it was designed by Huasi Qian when he was young, this wedding gown meant a lot to him. But on such a day, she actually received this dress. Then could it be? Huasi Qian was back. At this thought, Huamin's heart skipped a beat. She wasn't afraid of Huasi Qian. She was afraid that Huasi Qian was no longer the same person. She was afraid that he had been controlled by the jack in his heart. Looking carefully, there was indeed red blood in the center of the wedding gown, where the heart was. Although it wasn't very obvious, as a doctor, she still noticed it. It was as if a drop of blood had dripped on it on purpose. Huamin threw the wedding gown on the ground. Then, all the memories of being imprisoned on the deserted island by Huasi Qian instantly came back to her. In such a person's office, even though it was daytime, she actually felt cold. Little Jia. Huamin was on the verge of breaking down as she desperately called out to Chen Jie. Sister Mian, what's wrong? Chen Jie heard the sound and quickly pushed the door open. She didn't even have time to call the deputy director. Instead, she called out to Sister Mian. Jie, quick, throw this away. Throw it away as far as possible. No, burn it. Hurry up and burn it. Sister Mian, whose dress is this? It's not good to burn it, right? Although the medical staff were not superstitious, they knew that if someone died in the hospital, they would definitely die. The family would then burn all the belongings of the deceased. Therefore, Chen Jie thought it would be weird to burn the clothes. Then throw it away. Throw it far away. Huamin emphasized again. Sister Mian, are you okay? What happened to your clothes? Chinjie had no idea what was going on. A mental patient sent it. It's okay. Huamin clutched his chest, still a little nervous. All right, then I'll take it away. Don't be afraid. If you need anything, just call me. I'll be right outside. All right. Huamin calmed down a little after Chun Jie left with the blood-stained wedding dress. Then, as soon as he sat down in his office chair, the landline phone rang. For some reason, Huamin felt that the phone call was too coincidental. It rang for a long time before she picked it up. Hello? I'm Huamin, the deputy director of Southside Recuperation Center. Huamin tried to calm himself down. Happy birthday, Toy Toy. Happy birthday, Toy Toy. A man's voice was singing on the phone, but his voice was a little strange, as if something was stuck in his throat. May I ask who this is? Many people knew about Huamin's birthday. Even many of his fans on Weibo remembered it, so this wasn't strange. Sister Mian, did you receive the present I sent you? After singing the happy birthday song, the man suddenly asked with a smile. Huamin froze on the spot before he could answer. The man on the other end laughed weirdly and continued. Sister Mian, happy birthday. I miss you so much. Chapter 3646. Huasiqian, don't play tricks on me. Come out and meet me if you dare. I'm not afraid of you. Huamin yelled into the phone, but the other side hung up after 2 beeps. Maybe he was afraid of being tracked. Huamin checked the records and found that it was a private number. He couldn't find it, but this birthday present and this strange phone call, Huamin knew that it was Huasiqian. He wasn't dead, but he was rescued by a mysterious person that day. He disappeared without a trace. But Huamin knew that as long as he was alive, he would keep pestering her. All the grudges between her and Huasiqian would never be resolved as long as Huasiqian was alive. After letting her imagination run wild, Huamin sat down with no more thoughts in her mind. To be honest, she was a little worried about this birthday. Ever since she found out that there was someone behind the human traffickers who wanted to catch her, Huamin didn't dare to be careless anymore. She had to be careful of herself and the children's safety. She even had to take care of Jixin and her mother. She was afraid that those people would suddenly attack. Before Yin left, she had reminded her repeatedly. Now that her birthday was so big, she couldn't refuse Tang Chuan and Qi Ning's kindness. But she knew that the more ostentatious and high-profile she was, the more she would be targeted by those in the dark. She didn't even know who they were, but they all wanted to capture her, or rather, kill her. After throwing her things, Chun Jie came back and saw Zheng Ro in a hospital gown. Jie, where did you go? Oh, I went to help the vice director with something. What is it? Oh, just some discarded work clothes. Chun Jie didn't say much. Oh, okay, go do it. I'll see you on the boat after work. Zheng Ro made it seem like she was close to Huamin, so Chun Jie didn't suspect anything. After Chun Jie left, Zheng Ro avoided the hospital's cameras and walked toward the place where Chun Jie had thrown her clothes. Then, she put the white wedding dress into a plastic bag. A remote corner of the hospital chief checked the background of this wedding gown. I feel that Huamin is not in a good mood. After taking the photos, Zheng Ro quietly tossed the white wedding dress back to its original spot. He was afraid that Huamin's subordinates would become suspicious if they turned back and couldn't find him. Zheng Ro sent the photo to the chief, and he replied in less than 3 minutes. It was worn by Huasiqian when he held Huamin hostage at the superstar wedding on the cliff. But why is there blood on it? Zheng Ro wondered. Maybe it's a warning or a threat. So this indirectly proves that Huasiqian has appeared. No, maybe someone is playing a prank, the bureau chief replied. It doesn't seem like it. Huamin was not in a good mood the whole afternoon, and his assistant was also nervous. I think he must have realized something. If Huasiqian is really back, it's good news. I want to know who saved him. After all, those people don't even care about Lu Yan. Maybe we can use them in the future. The bureau chief seemed to be very ambitious. He even wanted to get in touch with the force behind Hwasichian. What should I do tonight? Follow the original plan, but you must be careful. Tonight, the cruise ship will be very lively. The bureau chief typed word for word. Zheng Ro was a little excited, feeling that something was going to happen tonight. Chapter 3647. After reporting to the chief, Zheng Ro strolled around the hospital at a leisurely pace. Then, she bumped into Huamin. Mian, you look good today. Yeah, I've been doing well in the rehabilitation exercise. My legs don't hurt anymore and I feel better. Huh? You look pale. What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? No. Maybe I'm tired. Huamin forced a smile. So you came this afternoon. You're well informed. Huamin looked at Zheng Ro with a gentle smile. Oh, I heard it from the nurses. I didn't see him. Yeah, he came. Lord Su is always generous. What gift did he give you this year? Nothing. I won't accept gifts this year. Let's just have dinner together. Zheng Ro wasn't in the WeChat group, so she didn't see Huamin say he wouldn't accept gifts this morning. I see. Then I'm embarrassed. I prepared this for you. Zheng Ro took out an exquisite package from behind her. From the logo, she knew it was a popular Gucci bag. It was small and beautiful, but it cost tens of thousands of yuan. It's too expensive. I can't accept it, Zheng Ro. Huamin's face turned serious immediately. Yes, she had never thought she had anything to do with Zheng Ro. If she tried to connect the dots, she could only say that Zheng Ro had saved her by accident. But after Mr. Qin's analysis, she felt Zheng Ro's appearance was indeed a coincidence. What are you talking about? We're friends. This gift is nothing. I can't accept it. You can use it. I appreciate your kindness. Mian, are you still mad at me that day? No. I understand that you were agitated that day. If it were me, I'd be fiercer than you. Then you're not going to invite me to the cruise tonight, right? Zheng Ro's question was very cunning. In fact, it was Qin Shu who sent out the invitations. The list was made by Qin Shu, and Zheng Ro was not invited. Because this was a small, private gathering, Qin Shu might be wary of Zheng Ro. Huamin knew Su you would bring Han Yue out here, so he told her about it. As for Zheng Ro, to be honest, if Zheng Ro hadn't mentioned it, she wouldn't have let her go tonight. Perhaps he was just being polite, but look at the current situation. Zheng Ro's attitude was normal, but her scheming behavior made Huamin uncomfortable. However, with so many people watching, Huamin would still give her face. Of course, you can go and have fun. Everyone is just having fun. What birthday? Just treat it as a gathering of friends. So you will take that girl there tonight, right? Zheng Ro asked with a smile. I think so. Don't worry, Mian. I won't make a scene. Even if I'm not happy, I won't do anything embarrassing. I believe you. Huamin smiled. Then he led the doctors and nurses to the conference room. Zheng Ro smiled meaningfully. She wondered who would be the first mysterious visitor tonight. Would it be Huamin's younger sister, Lu Yin, or would Ian show up? After work, Han Yueyao sent a WeChat message to Su Yu at the entrance of the company. President Su, I'm off work. Where's your car? Take a taxi and come here. Damn it, didn't you say we'd go together? I had to leave because I had something to do. I can't go back to the company now. There's too much traffic, Su Yu said deliberately. I can take a taxi. Will you reimburse me? Han Yueyao asked matter-of-factly. Chapter 3648. I won't reimburse you. You can choose not to come, Su Yu said nonchalantly. Whoa, are you threatening me? Do you think I have to go? If I don't go, you'll lose a lot. Don't forget that you bought me more than 200,000 yuan worth of stuff. Money isn't important, but I told Mian this afternoon that you'd come. If you don't go, I won't be disappointed. You despicable... how can I have such a despicable boss like you? She didn't expect that he would use the same trick she had used on him to subdue him. Haha, I'm giving you a taste of your own medicine. Medicine my ass. Damn it, you, and say. Seeing that the girl was angry, Su Yu was about to ask her a question when she hung up. Although Han Yueyao was angry, she still had to go. After all, Sister Mian was the nicest person to her in this city. She believed that Huamin was nice to her not only because of Lady Su's request. Taking a deep breath, Han Yueyao walked across the street to hail a taxi. Su Xiao, on the other hand, ran to Lin Heng's repair shop after class. "Why did you come alone?" Lin Heng seemed to be used to her running around like this, in a hurry. "Who else should I come with?" Su Xiao was surprised. Realizing that his question was too obvious, Lin Heng immediately corrected himself. "Didn't you make a new friend recently?" "Huh, you must be talking about Yao. She has something to do today and can't come with me. Are you done? Let's go eat Xinjiang big plate chicken." As for Su Xiao, from her words and actions, she didn't look like a lady from a respectable family. If she were to say that she was from the Su family, not many people would believe her. Maybe her parents didn't teach her well. She was just so carefree. Lin Heng didn't answer. Instead, he continued to ask, "Where did your friend go? She doesn't know anyone in this city, right?" "That's right. She doesn't have many acquaintances, but when she first came, a distant relative introduced her. So when the relative's birthday was celebrated, she went over to support." "Then why didn't you go with him?" "Didn't I come to see you?" Su Xiao looked confused. She always felt that Lin Heng was a little strange today. When she took a taxi to the dock, she saw Su Yu leaning against the black Lamborghini sports car from afar. He seemed to be greeting someone and chatting happily. A group of tycoons surrounded him, and everyone's attention was on him. She wasn't in a hurry to change into the dress Su Yu had bought for her. Instead, she wore her sports pants and a white cartoon long-sleeve shirt. Then, she squeezed into the crowd. When Su Yu saw her, he wanted to laugh at her. Han Yueyao looked up and asked with a smile in front of everyone, "Su Yu, Gidge, did I leave my underwear at your house last night?" Su Yu was dumbfounded. "I didn't expect you to like black lace. Then remember to wash it for me. Wash it clean so that I can wear it next time." Su Yu's face darkened immediately. The other tycoons were dumbfounded. Some fearless people even stuttered and interrupted, "President Su, your taste is so heavy now," and laughed so hard that he almost couldn't breathe. This was the first time he saw his boss so embarrassed and didn't know what to say. Other than Dr. Hua, she seemed to be the second woman who dared to tease him like this. "Han Yueyao, are you tired of living?" Su Yu gritted his teeth and asked. Chapter 3649. Hearing his words, Han Yueyao immediately pretended to be scared. Then, she put her hands together and complained to the surrounding rich people. "Hey guys, I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a private matter. I didn't expect that I would accidentally spill the beans. Even if you know, pretend that you don't know." "Ha! Our big brother, Su Yu, doesn't like people gossiping about him." "Shut the hell up." Lin Fan's eyes widened. Seeing Han Yueyao's teasing, Su Yu couldn't stand it anymore. He grabbed her shoulder and dragged her to a place with fewer people. "You're lying. Do you believe it? I'll beat you up?" Su Yu pretended to raise his fist. "Go ahead. If you punch me, the money I'll extort from you will be enough for me to retire for the rest of my life. Then I won't have to work for Imperial Star anymore." "Ha! You." So you didn't know whether to laugh or cry at her shameless behavior. Different from Zheng Ro created the conflict to get close to Su Yu. She did it on purpose, so Su Yu didn't like it. No matter how hard he tried, he could only be friends with Zheng Ro. But Han Yueyao was different. She didn't have the burden of being an idol like a girl and could talk to Su Yu about anything she wanted. She even tricked her boss from time to time. Su Yu felt Han Yueyao was more real to him since she didn't try to hide anything. Although she only talked about money, she had to show her flaws to prove that she was real. No one was perfect in the world. If someone around you was too perfect, they were either pretending to be perfect in front of others. Either she was concealing some unknown defect, which was accurate. Su Yu had worked hard in the industry for years and could see through this. So, compared to Zheng Ro, he would rather deal with Han Yueyao. "You're so far-sighted. You want to extort money from me. Then I'll kill you and pay for your funeral. Okay?" Su Yu said in a huff. "Okay, but I have a last wish. Han Yueyao said solemnly. Tell me, what's your last wish? Suyu went along with her, waiting to see what other stupid ideas this girl had. After I die, apart from compensating me with a large sum of funeral expenses, I hope that my body can be transported back to my hometown, the capital. Then, help me choose a place with good feng shui to bury me. No problem. Even if it's 100,000 yuan per square meter, I'll buy it for you. Suyu chuckled. Yeah, I want to be buried in Babeo Mountain. I don't ask for too much. Hearing her words, Suyu almost spat out blood in fury. Babeo Mountain? Did I hear that right? Fuck, that's a place that even high officials can't enter. Are you dreaming? Suyu was so angry that he couldn't breathe. Babeo Mountain was a holy place in the capital to be buried for the nation and the country and the people. Han Yueyao said that she didn't ask for too much. She was asking for too much. See? Since you can't do that, then don't kill me. Let me live. I wanted to settle the score with you for a long time. Let me tell you, when I went to Mion's place yesterday, I heard Suyu was about to settle the score with her. Han Yueyao tilted her head and smiled. Sister Mion, you're here. Suyu immediately turned his head, thinking that it was Huang Min. Little did he know that Han Yueyao took the opportunity to slip under his arm and run out. Haha, Suyu, are you getting old? Your reflexes are getting worse. Are you going to get Alzheimer's? Han Yueyao laughed at him as she ran. At this moment, Suyu felt as if there were 10,000 alpacas in front of him. And take this. Here's 3,000 yuan. Go and beat Han Yueyao up for me. Suyu took out a stack of cash and stuffed it into Anne's hand. Chapter 3650. Forget about 3,000 yuan. If she extorts me, it'll cost at least 300,000 yuan. It's not worth it. And waved his hand and rejected his boss's arrangement. Aya, great. Even you're treating me like this now. Huh. President Su, I have a way to deal with Han Yueyao. What is it? Take her down and make her your woman. She will definitely listen to you obediently. Fuck you. Why don't you take her down? She's my employee and always finds fault with me. Take her down. Spare me. I still want to live for a few more days. So you felt that Anne's idea was ridiculous. At this moment, someone in the crowd shouted, Dr. Hua is here. She's so beautiful today. So you looked in the direction of the crowd. Qin Shu and Huamin had already gotten out of the car. Qin Shu was wearing a white shirt, a sapphire blue vest, and suit pants. He looked extremely noble and luxurious. Huamin was wearing a long tulle gown. It was apricot pink and was close to the color of her skin. It was very low-key and suited her temperament and personality. Perhaps it was because of such a simple outfit that people felt comfortable and real looking at. There was no heavy makeup, no slight plastic surgery, and no fancy dress or jewels. Huamin only had one ring on her hand, the same as Qin Shu's. She didn't have any other accessories on her body. Her hair was a little longer than before, past her shoulders. Her hair was draped over her shoulders. The chiffon was a Korean version, so it covered her stomach and made her look less fat. She didn't look like a bloated pregnant woman at all. Huang Mian held Qin Shu's hand, and the two of them walked over with smiles on their faces. The media at the scene quickly picked up their cameras to capture them. Behind them were the twins in red dresses. Both sisters were wearing black berets today, looking like little princesses. The two children were held by their grandpa and grandma. Qin Shu's mother was wearing a long dark red cheongsam with an expensive pearl necklace around her neck. She looked graceful and luxurious. Qin Shu's father was only wearing a Chinese tunic suit. It was dark gray, and the style had always been simple and plain. The old couple walked behind Qin Shu and Huamin with their child, with bodyguards on both sides. It seemed that Qin Shu had dispatched all his bodyguards to ensure the safety of this birthday banquet. The last to walk out were Qin Ning and Tang Chuan. The two of them were also from the Qin clan. Qin Ning's taste had always been very European, so her clothes were very stylish. She wore a dark green jumpsuit with a big mouth. It was a little exaggerated, but she had a very good temperament. Tang Chuan, on the other hand, was dressed in a limited edition Versace suit with floral patterns all over it. It was a little flamboyant, which was also in line with his gossipy character. Wei Liao and the others hadn't arrived yet. Seeing Su Yu, Huamin, and Qin Shu walked up to Su Yu. "Thank you, Lord Su, for coming." Huamin smiled. "Don't say useless things. Today is Dr. Hua's birthday. Happy birthday." "Yeah, happy. Very happy." Huamin leaned on Qin Shu's shoulder like a little bird, looking very happy. "Okay, it's windy outside. Hurry up and get on the cruise. What about you? Do you want to come with us?" "I'll wait for that damn girl here." So you didn't want to waste the 200,000 yuan worth of clothes he had given away. Okay. Without asking more questions, Huamin and Qin Shu got on the cruise hand in hand. After Qin Shu and the others got on the cruise, the security on the cruise was strict. Every guest on the cruise had to have their fingerprints scanned and face checked. They also had to show Qin Shu's special invitation. Inside the luxurious cabin, Pudding walked up to Huamin and asked secretly, "Mommy, will Annie and Grandpa come today?" Chapter 36:51. "No, I don't think so. I don't want them to come." Huamin gently stroked Pudding's head and looked at his daughter. "Why? My sister and I both look like Grandpa and Auntie." Pudding was a very sensible child. She rarely asked pointless questions without considering the big picture. This time, she was really hopeful. She thought her mother's birthday came only once a year. Grandpa and Annie seemed to love her mother so much that they should come to celebrate her mother's birthday, right? Because if they come, they'll be in danger. There are many bad guys out there who want to catch Grandpa and Annie. Today is Mommy's birthday, and those bad guys are watching. If Grandpa and Annie come, they'll be noticed. Then I'll go to Daddy and ask him to kill the bad guys. Huamin smiled gently. Even a child prodigy like Pudding's world was simple. It was relatively simple for her to think things through. No matter how powerful Daddy is, he can't find all the bad guys hiding in the dark. If some of them slip through the net, Auntie and Grandpa will be in great danger. All right, if that's the case, I think I understand. Pudding looked disappointed after understanding her mother's words. Huh? Look, Annie Xiaowei and the others are here. Yinshu is here too. Huamin changed the topic to divert Pudding's attention. The mother and daughter looked toward the entrance of the cruise ship. Sure enough, Jiang Xiaowei and her family had arrived. Wei Ying and her mother were there with Wei Liao and the others. She was Jiang Xiaowei's mother-in-law. The old lady was in a good mood and walked with her daughter behind Wei Liao and Jiang Xiaowei. She was wearing a silk cheongsam from a luxury brand and looked dignified. Obviously, she was the wife of a rich upper-class family. Huamin took Pudding's hand and hurried over to greet them. Wei Yinshu was happy to see Pudding. Pudding smiled shyly. "You didn't come with Wei Yuan?" "No. Annie Lingling said she ordered longevity peaches for Annie Mian, so she went to pick them up. She'll be back soon." Wei Yinshu answered happily. "Pudding, take Yinshu over there to find your sister. If you're hungry, ask Daddy to find you something to eat." "Okay, Mommy." Pudding led Wei Yinshu to the main hall of the cruise ship. Huamin greeted Wei Liao's mother and chatted happily with Jiang Xiaowei and Wei Ying. At this time, Su Yu still hadn't boarded the ship. Tang Chuan circled around and greeted everyone. Feeling bored, he began to look for Su Yu. She finally found him at the entrance. "Hey, Lord Su, why are you in a daze here? Come, follow me. We'll find Master Wei and play Fight the Landlord for a while." "You look like a landlord to me." Su Yu chuckled. "Damn, you've been single for 10,000 years. You're always going crazy on holidays like this. But I understand. You're an old single man. You're full of fire and have nowhere to vent." "Hee, why don't I introduce you to a beauty tonight and bring her home to vent your fire?" Tang Chuan laughed lewdly. Su Yu gave him a dirty look. "Don't give me these crooked tricks. Besides, I brought a female companion today. I'm not a bachelor anymore. I've had enough of this, whoa. Really? Don't lie to me." "I'm not lying to you. If you're lying to me, you're a super green shell, invincible, and white-haired bastard who's afraid of water," Tang Chuan said out of nowhere. Su Yu kicked Tang Chuan in the butt. "Where the hell did you get these fancy words from?" "Mr. Tang, President Su didn't lie to you. He does have a companion today. And giggled. Is it Zheng? No, it's not her. Suyu immediately denied it. Whoa, this is interesting. Where's the girl? Pull her out and let me see. Tang Chuan looked around in excitement. What kind of person could make Suyu bring her to such an occasion? Chapter 3652. Tang Chuan was looking around when Han Yueyao came out. After teasing Suyu, she ran away and changed her clothes in a nearby washroom. Then, she put the dress she was wearing into a bag and held it in her hand. As the saying goes, clothes make the man. Han Yueyao was a beautiful woman, although she wasn't as beautiful as Lu Yan. However, she was definitely one of the most outstanding beauties in the crowd, the first sight of her. So after putting on this expensive gown, her aura changed. That one over there is her, and pointed it out and told Tang Chuan. Damn, when did you meet her? You're good. Lord Su, you're flirting with a girl without telling your brother. Why should I tell you everything about my private affairs? Don't try to get close to me. You keep calling us brothers. Damn it. Ever since you met Qin Ning, do you still see me as your brother? Ah, look at our boss. He's full of resentment. One was amused to see his boss in such a state. At this moment, Han Yueyao walked up. After changing, she really looked like a different person. Then, she glanced at Su Yu and said calmly, Let's go. Hello, beauty. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lord Su's. Hello, Mr. Tang. How do you know? I've heard about you from Su Yu. I've heard a lot about you. Ah, that's right. I'm indeed very famous. No wonder you know. I understand. Damn it, stop bragging. Get out of the way. Go and accompany your little ancestor. Otherwise, Qin Ning will skin you alive. So you pushed Tang Chuan away with a smile, stopping him from teasing Han Yueyao. Then the two of them walked in. President Su, you guys go in first. I'll take a breather at the entrance, and said. So you knew that I was hoping that Lu Yan would come. If Lu Yan came, she would definitely come in from the entrance. After all, this was the only way. So, he didn't say anything or expose him. The two of them walked in together. Although the two of them wore matching clothes, there was still a distance between them. They didn't hold hands or hug each other's shoulders like other couples. After all, this was their relationship. How do you know Tang Chuan? So you kept a straight face and looked ahead. Those who didn't know would think that he was talking to the sea in front of him. Excuse me, is President Su talking to me? If not with you, then with the air? But shouldn't we look into each other's eyes when we talk? Han Yueyao smiled slightly. I can no longer look you in the eye, Su Yu teased. Indeed. After all, I'm too beautiful. You're afraid that you can't take your eyes off me. I don't blame you. You're slow at learning other things, but you sure are skilled at shamelessness. You can even say such things. You're flattering me. I wasn't this capable before. Ever since I came to Imperial Star, I've changed a lot. I think like boss, like employee. So you haven't answered my question. How do you know Tang Chuan? I don't remember telling you about my buddies. Suyu was indeed curious. It was indeed strange that Han Yueyao recognized Tang Chuan. Come on, Weibo is already full of information about you. Let alone me, even a random fan of yours would know about it. Okay? So you women are so gossipy. Suyu looked at her in disdain. Isn't that because you're a gossiper? Don't you know why you're the most gossipy among the 4 young masters of Sea City? Han Yueyao retorted. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.